I want to welcome y'all to an episode of They Shoulda Never Gave Us a Podcast. This your boy South Beach Schmirk, and my co-host D Crosby. He'll be here with us in a second. But today I have two guests. They from different walks of life, but I'm going to introduce them. One is Shalom with Can I Live? And we also have Steve with Black Man I Can. What's happening, man?
What's up, my man?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, ain't too much. I had you guys come over today, really, like I said, with the similarities, because both of y'all sell clothing or whatever. Steve, you go ahead and mention yours, you know what I'm saying?
Name of my brand is Manikinblaqk. Right here is an image of the logo. The logo represents an African king. Manikinblaqk is only the title of the brand, but it's not the true meaning of the brand. We all know that the truth never lies on the surface of anything.
Okay.
So when you put the word black in front mannequin and break it down, it reads Black Man I Can, which is the universal truth.
Right. And also, like I said, we got Shalom with Can I Live, man. Let them know what you got going, man.
Yeah, well, I have multiple things going on. For us right now, it's Can I Live, Shalom a Peace. I also manage a company, I Grind Inc.
Okay.
Another clothing line. But basically, the story behind Can I Live, everybody that know me know my trials through dealing with dialysis.
Okay.
So it was like a span of 10 years that I was on dialysis.
Right.
So that struggle, 5 years within that, being young, not knowing, not educated at all about the major health things that could cause your organs to fail and the scare that come along with that, So that 5 years of that not knowing anything, just depression sitting in, and I had to click up out of it and be like, man, can I live? And that's something that just stuck with me and motivated me to get to, where I'm at now and see my way out that tornado I was in.
Okay. So, man, what like, bam, you had your situation. We said, 5 years ago? How long
I had the transplant 3 years ago.
Okay.
That's just, but for the span of it, 2005, January 2005, I came down with kidney failure.
Oh, okay.
And 5 years, the first 5 years of dealing with that, man, it's just been like a roller coaster ride because prior to me finding out my organ hadn't failed, I was like moving around, doing this little webisode and running through Atlanta, hosting, things like that of that nature, and something like this just flatlined me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even though you try to stick with what you love, because music is what it brought me into it, but it's just that, there's other things that come along with that extra baggage, that extra thought in your mind, like, how I'm going to deal with this, what about my kids, I ain't where I want to be at right now, you know what I'm saying? So you got to, like, try to do by any means to try to, come up out of that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like I said, man, with Steve, with the clothing line or whatever, man, you explained exactly, what's your meaning behind it or whatever. Right. But also when we had talked, it was what I want to say about 2 months, about 2 months ago, and like I said, you ran the story down to us, and your thing was, you was like, I told you, man, we got to get you on the podcast, and your thing was, man, wait till I graduate, and once I graduate, I'm coming on holler at y'all.
Right. I wanted to wait till I graduated, you know what I'm saying? I just graduated from SUNY with my bachelor's in business.
Okay.
And I wanted to focus on that, and that was very important to me. But not really just for me, for the people that know me and know where I come from.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't know, because I really don't put it out there, but I just come home from doing 15 years.
Okay.
I got incarcerated when I was 18, came home at 34. At this moment now, I've been home 3 years.
Okay.
So when I came home, I wanted to show other individuals, it's not, you can do whatever you want to do. No matter where you've been, no matter what you've been through, as long as you put your mind to it, you do it.
Right.
So me attaining my degree, not just for me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show the dudes that know me and know where I come from, even the ones that's still incarcerated, that's still watching me. Look, you can come out here and do what you got to do. Right. As long as you stay focused and you have a plan, you got to have a plan. If you don't have no plan, it's not hard out here. It's not hard. It's not hard to succeed. It's not hard to progress. You just gotta be willing and want. But it's all on how we view ourselves. If we view ourselves as being stuck in a position, we're gonna be stuck in a position. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna ask you this: when was it that you realized that you know what? Let me get my head on the swivel. Let me get this shit together.
When people gave me that time. When I was 18 years old, they gave me 19 years. I'm like, damn, y'all, you giving me more years than I've been living.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm only 18. I know I'm about to be gone for a decade and a half. So when I got upstate, I'm like, you know what? I can't let this break. You know what I'm saying? I can't let this break me. I have to do something beneficial for myself. So while I was upstate, I took advantage of every opportunity that they had.
Right.
Occupied your time.
I did my time. I ain't let my time do me.
Right.
Every program they had, from welding to culinary arts to automotive to the college classes to the law classes, I took advantage of it because I ain't gonna come back out here being the same individual I was before I left. I knew if I came back out here, then it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's most
It's a
definitely.
waste of time for me to even have that opportunity when they got people dying to have this opportunity to
Right.
be free and live. So I might as well make the most and the best out of it.
Oh man, like I said, shit, and that's just that alone is a story itself because you got to realize, man, we have young guys now who really don't even know what their next move gonna be.
Right.
And I think that's the reason why the crime rate so high, because we don't have people, I'm gonna say our age now, to go talk to them and, uplift them. Because you know what it is now? The saying is, man, I'm not about to mess with them little youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Them little youngsters, they wild, man. You can't talk to them little youngsters these
But you
days.
really can talk to
Like
them.
just being out.
I agree with you. You got some you could talk to. I mean, like, it's all in approach. It's
Right.
all in approach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you could see the energy of a disturbed man and always, especially when you've been out here
Right.
and you cautious to everything that's evolving around your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could look at a group of young men like, well, they're doing their thing right now. This ain't the time.
Right, right.
Let that be. But like I work with a lot of them. That you could once you talk to them and stuff, and they know what you about when they know you. You know what I'm saying?
Most
So they listen to you. That's what I struggle with a little bit, like, cause I don't mind talking to anyone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of those individuals that ain't gonna tell you what to do. I can tell you from my experience.
Experiences, correct.
You know what I'm saying? And hope you feed off of that. That's all I can do, and offer that advice. But at the same time, I ain't about stirring no one into the wrong direction.
Right.
And I don't feed on that negativity. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a lot. It's like childish games to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely.
That could be a deadly game.
Most
So,
definitely.
I stay out the way.
Yeah, but you can talk to them. At one time, I felt like you couldn't talk to them until I was upstate and
Right.
I'm seeing them come up there. You know what I'm saying? 18, 17 years old, 19 years old, 40 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got 4 or 5 bodies under their belt. You know what I'm saying? You feeling like you can't talk to them. But the whole thing is how you approach them. Like you said, how you approach them. As long as you approach them with respect and they see that you in their best interest,
Right.
and you're not trying to, you heard me, sun them. You know what I'm saying? They'll listen. They'll listen. Because at the end of the day, they want more for themselves. They want better for themselves. A lot of them just don't know how, or a lot of them just don't believe in themselves. And that's the whole thing, the reason why I wanted to start Manikinblaqk, Black Man
Right.
I Can. And that's the reason why I chose a king as an image of the logo. Because
Right.
when we identify ourselves in certain degrees, we exercise that behavior. If I consider myself a goon, when I'm in these streets, I'm gonna move like a goon.
Correct.
If I consider myself a king in these streets, I'm gonna move like a king. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all about how we identify ourselves and not how others identify us. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I hate the most is for someone to tell their child that they're bad. Because that child is going to start exercising that behavior.
The way that you
It's all about what
you call
we
them
feed.
bad. That's
You
what
call them bad.
That's what they gonna
So
say.
now that's an
That's that
excuse.
label.
That's true.
Now it's an excuse for them to be bad. So if I call him a thug, he have the excuse. He gonna embrace that.
Right.
If I call him a young king or a king, he gonna move and act like a king
Right.
because I'm giving him something to stand on now. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So that was the main reason why I really wanted to start this brand, to give back, to show them, you know what I'm saying, is identify yourself in a better view. Identify yourself in a better view. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say, you know what I'm saying, I always tell people, man, you have to be a gentleman. And a gentleman is not just a gentleman amongst women. A gentleman is a gentleman amongst men as well. Yeah. And you learn that in jail, because if you don't have respect or carry yourself like a gentleman, you're going to run into problems. You know what I'm saying? The same way I tell a woman excuse me, it's the same way I tell a man excuse me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about mannerism, and it's all about how we look at ourselves.
And that's just like, so I think what you said earlier was part of the problem, but I think the major part of the problem is that youngsters want to be respected. Everybody want respect. You know, like, you know, they still young, so they touch you in the heart. You know what I'm saying? So anything to make them feel disrespected.
Right, most
definitely. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to fair play, son. I'm playing.
Yeah, and that's the killer right there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody have that ego where I feel played. I need to handle something. I need to do something.
Yeah, because when I was young, I remember 12 years old. You know, fair play, bust a head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And growing up, that ain't even the way to, you know what I'm saying? When you grow up and you become a man, bro, that ain't even the way to go. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it's all on the conditioning. It's all about what others have fed us.
Right.
Yeah.
They always telling us do this or do that, do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we're not really exercising our own liberation. We're moving off the thoughts of others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True.
We allowing our environment to dictate our actions. You know what I'm saying? And once you break out of that, you're all right.
Oh, most definitely.
Once you break out of that, you're all right.
Shit. It's because, excuse me, even with, like I said, with me, I drive trucks for a living. So one thing I do have a lot of people who, you know, come up to me, you know, like I don't have a background or anything or, you know, major story to tell, but I do have people who look up to me and come up to me, you know, be like, well, look, how can I do this? You know what I'm saying? How can I do that? And one thing I do is I make sure I share information with them instead of leaving them in the blind, because when you leave them in the blind, that's less info that they know that you know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then, like I said, even that right there can cause problems, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know, that information that you could have shared could have been something that they needed just to go forward.
Yeah, push them over.
They probably done set them back now. They won't go in on and rob or go do whatever just to get that money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like I said, man, I share a lot of information and I let everybody know, man, information is only information if you share it. Right. So with your experience, your experience, how do y'all reach out? Do you all actually share y'all story and show them, look, there's a different way?
Yeah, you have to share it. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge we attain is not just for us. You know what I'm saying? We're responsible. We're responsible to uplift each other. Right. The love in our hearts is not just for us, it's for others. You know what I'm saying? Right. We have to give that back. And a thing that I really embrace, I define success as being in a position to give back. Right. So if I'm not in a position to give back, I don't care how much money, I don't care what I got going on. If I'm not giving back, I'm not being successful. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we have to give back, and I try to give back as much as possible. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes to the point where I be feeling like I'm doing too much. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I have to look back and be like, you know what? I'm supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm responsible for this, so let me take care of my business. You know what I'm saying? I got people that's looking up to me. I got people that's reaching out to me, and they're not just reaching out to me for any reason. They're reaching out because they have a purpose for reaching out. So if I'm in a position to help them, I'm gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need help. No person made it on their own.
Oh, and that's most definitely.
Any person that say I did it on my own, he lying.
He lying.
Because even a seller need buyers. You know what I'm saying? Hove ain't make it on his own. No person that proclaimed to be a self-made millionaire did it on their own. Hey, bro, you can't do it our own. You can't. And
believe it or not, I used to be like, man, I don't need nobody. Man, I do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? But then, as time started going on, I realized, man,
This is
you
not-
ain't gonna progress by
Not gonna
yourself,
progress by
homeboy.
yourself. You need a
You
team.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you need a team.
Like you need a team. Not only that, you just need a support system.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless to what it is, you need a support system.
Right.
You need a team. You need somebody that's just gonna call you, even if it, man, look, how you doing today?
Right.
Man, everything good with you?
Keep
Some people
keep your
need
head
that.
on,
Right.
You know.
It's the simple things. It's the simple things.
And like I said, I realized that growing up or whatever. And like recently, I don't know if you all into the news or whatever, but they had that Santa Fe school shooting out there in Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when I look at certain things, bro, and look, I be like, what led these kids to go to that level? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what made you wanna shoot up a school, or even further, like when those kids were shooting up churches? What lead you there? And I know what it is. When I think about it, bro, I say two things: guidance, and they don't have nobody to talk to.
That's something. Yeah, that's mental. You know.
And that's one of the
That's
worst
mental.
things to do is to hold something in. You know what I'm saying? I learned about that when my mama died. My mama died when I was 15.
Right.
And I held it in. And with me holding that in, not talking to nobody, letting them know how I felt, I terrorized the city. You know what I'm saying? That was my way of getting that pain out of me. You know what I'm saying? Terrorizing the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I did get locked up, now I'm sitting down, I'm talking to older heads now. So now I'm really understanding, damn, I should have been talking to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Even though I had brothers, they never really sat down and just talked to me. They was always telling me what to do instead of talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to talk to people instead of telling them what to do.
Most
Listen
definitely.
to them. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Because
definitely.
they might want to. They have something in their heart that's probably eating them up. That's causing them to be the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? And I know my mom was me feeling unloved. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't got nothing to live for. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm gonna cut up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut up. It wasn't until I sat down in jail and dudes was like, man, look, this.
Right.
And you can't hold on to that. You have to accept it and let it go. You know what I'm saying? I was mad at God, you heard me?
Right.
Mad at God. You gotta accept it and let it go. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason I feel like a lot of people do stuff, because they hold it in. They don't have nobody to confide in. They don't have mentors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As men, I believe we still need, every wise man have a mentor. Even kings have mentors.
Right.
We need someone to talk to. You heard me? Barack, he had a mentor.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, best believe it. He had someone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? The kings in Africa, they got mentors. They have to have someone where they can express their thoughts to, and someone that will tell them the best way to move.
Right.
It ain't on them. They don't have to take that move, but as long as they being able to see it from different perspectives.
Right.
We just don't. We can't just look at life in one view. We have
Bounce
to see it.
ideas off with.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing in business. You always need that second in command of that person just to share your ideas with. You
Right.
know? But shoot, like for us, my way of giving, it's a must that you have to give back. My thing is to change the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could share something, it was probably about 6 years into my into dialysis, me doing them treatments and really like clicking and seeing people around me passing and being bitter, sitting in the dialysis chair. Like
Right.
I'm like, man, you angry, but why? You still, and I'm starting to like feel that negative vibes, like
Right.
come
Right.
to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it been times I'd have been in places where I had to get moved to a whole new area just to be by myself,
Right.
just so I wouldn't feel no negative energy. I'm that type of person. I would never see my experience when I'm going through as worse than what anyone else may have been going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all I could do is share with you the things that helped me get through it. If I could do that and like he said, bring a different thought to life.
Right.
Like bring some inspiration, motivate somebody in some type of way. Then I feel like I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I started Can I Live? It ain't no money thing, no get money thing. It's a more of a mental thing. Try to help, man.
Right.
We already don't have no type of help for mental. You know, no mental hospital. You know, we all know that been taken away from us.
Right.
So we got to do what we can as people, you know, that help each other, because that's the only way we're going to get through it. Like, save one, teach one, save one.
Right.
That's what it is. So that's what I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
And you
Put
know
that
what?
positivity in it.
As far as mental health, we even have a homegirl. She just graduated from, what is that? What's the name of that doggone school? Not Suno. What is the one in
Loyola?
Algiers?
Delgado?
No, all the way in the back. I can't think of it.
Holy
But anyway,
Cross.
Holy Cross. That's it. She just graduated from Holy Cross, and she just graduated with mental health. You know, now what I'm saying, you know, she's going to be a mental health, you know, person where you go talk to them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then even with that, I'm gonna make sure that we plug her in too. You know, have her come talk about her situation too, because even with that, just like you're saying, you know, with the school shootings, that could be, you know, mental health or whatever. You know, we're gonna have her where, you know, she could talk and tell a story, and you know that also maybe can help people too. You know what I'm saying? But even with you in your situation, I know you were saying about with the webisode that you started a while back. You know what I'm saying? Kinda run it down to me.
Well, it was called Meanwhile Back in the Lab. Something a bunch of us from New Orleans, before Katrina came, I hadn't came back to New Orleans and things like that to be closer to my family and stuff. And at the time, my partner Joey the Wire, he was doing his thing with the Apple Bottom song. He had Kenny Key West jumping, you know what I'm saying, like little different things throughout the city, you know, just moving along. And you know, music is my number one love. So that I felt like I'm back in my zone now. I could kind of try to get back to myself, deal with this dialysis thing, you know, because I had just left Atlanta, came back home to be closer to my mom now. And Katrina came, so all of us went to Atlanta.
Right.
The clique came, you know, I already had some people out there I knew, and, you know, so everybody came. And we started this thing just sitting around, put the studio together, everybody get back to their livelihoods, finding jobs, apartments, you know, just, you know, taking care of family first. Then once after that, everybody was cool and situated. We started putting the lab back together and see what can we do since we out here in this city, you know what I'm saying? That like everybody just gravitate to and all the black business going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we came up with Meanwhile Back in the Lab. A bunch of guys just sitting around in the studio, in and out, having different episodes. Everybody going through their own little thing and bringing it to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have like what that is, where that the ex-military deal with when they like that little schizophrenia. What they call it? You know what I'm talking about? That ATSD. All right. So whatever it is,
I think it's PTSD.
PTSD.
Okay.
That sound more like it. But we even have a guy that's on there that had military experience that he played that part. You know what I'm saying? Me myself, I'm like this artist that blew up big with my producer.
Right.
Then we start beefing, you know, and we go out these separate ways and start making diss tracks about each other. You know, just like things that we were saying.
Was it jokingly or?
It was jokingly.
Okay.
It was jokingly. Because it was things that we were seeing happen majorly in the industry, and we were just making mockeries about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yes, indeed. Now, Steve, now you got your bachelor's or whatever, right? What's your next move?
My next move really is to get into real estate. I had a 3-year plan when I come home. I'm like, I want to start my own company. Started Manikinblaqk. I said I want to finish school. I just finished that.
Right.
I want to get into real estate. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about real estate. My brother had a real estate company. He died in 2013 before I made it home. So a lot of the times while I was incarcerated, I studied real estate. I took a real estate appraisal course, but when I come home, I guess from his death, I didn't jump straight into it.
Right.
But before the year end, that's my next move to get in the real estate market. Also, I'm about to start managing. A lot of people approach me about managing them as far as with their music career. So I just decided to take that serious as well. And
Right.
I'm kind of good with people. I'm good with people. I'm good with networking. You know what I'm saying? People call me friendly, but I'm not friendly. So
We just said I network. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know how to talk with
Hey,
people,
because
you know
look,
what
we
I'm
just
saying?
saying friendly can be misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? I go out, I network.
I'm not out here just being friendly. If I'm talking to someone, I'm talking to them with a purpose, with an intent.
Right.
Not an intent on what I could get out of them, but an intent on what we could do together. How we can make some moves together. How can I help you? How can you help me?
Most
Your
definitely.
resources could be my resources.
Most
my
definitely.
resources could be your resources. So when I'm out networking throughout the city, that's what I'm doing. Like being friendly, I'm networking. We need each other.
Hey, and you know what? Even with like, bro, I promise you, dog. I always say, man, I'm gonna go. Like I tell my partner, I say, man, this weekend I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna go rub a few shoulders.
Right.
That's what I tell them. Go rub a few shoulders. Meaning, like we have a podcast. Not only do we have a podcast, like I want to get to know different people in different areas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the comedians in the city, I know all them. You know what I'm saying? I want to know people who cook. You never know. We all could maybe share something. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, bam, we can put it all together.
Right.
Because one thing that they always say that black people don't stick together. But we can stick together if we get out our own way. Because a lot of us be in our own way.
We be so caught up on pride and respect.
Right.
Man, I don't mess with him. I don't mess with them. They from this side. They from that side. I'm off the West Bank.
Right.
But
Me too.
People from
Me too.
the city, people from uptown and downtown, they don't know that because I'm uptown so much and I'm downtown so much. It ain't where you from, you know what I'm saying? It's how you conduct yourself. And they be
Exactly.
like, man, my people be like, man, you stay uptown, or you stay downtown, and you way off the West Bank. You don't be having, no, I don't be having no problems because I know how to stay in my lane. Also, I know how to respect the next man's lane. I ain't gonna get in nobody's business if it's not pertaining to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get into that. That's how you die out here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I know
most
that.
definitely.
So
Right.
I'm not even
Exactly.
gonna jump in another man's lane, and for me not jumping in another man's lane, that's gonna keep them from out my lane. So I ain't
Exactly.
have no problem.
None.
Since I've been home. And you see me when you met me downtown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how I roll through the city because it's all about moving around, networking. Getting familiar with people, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not out there selling clothes, I'm out there networking, passing out a flyer, passing out a business card, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Socializing, getting people familiar with who I am. Because that's really where the support comes from, you know what I'm saying? Like, since I started my brand, I started it, like 2 years ago? I done sold thousands of products. Thousands. Keep in mind, I just come home from doing 15 and a half years.
Right.
So they not buying a product, because that's Steve. No,
Right.
they're buying a product because they see someone that's dedicated to this. They seeing me everywhere. They seeing me push this. They seeing me compassionate about what I'm doing. So that's where the support comes from. They always say, man, people in New Orleans don't support you. That ain't true.
No, they support.
They support.
But now, I can say this. Now, I didn't mean to cut you off. They support, but one thing I notice what a lot of people do is they support hype.
They support hype.
But if you out there grinding, oh, that's most definitely, yeah,
Right.
man, you know what, man, I see you, boy, you know.
Right.
You know, they might hit you with the, I see you.
Right.
Might not buy at the moment, but maybe later on they'll holler at you, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I noticed about, especially like with you, because I noticed that, Steve, I noticed that you go out, put your cards in the windows or whatever. Trust me, they see you grind.
Hey, you have to do the simple things, man. You know what I'm saying? If you do it for somebody else, why not for yourself?
Hell yeah.
A lot of people don't think that's important. Everybody not on social media. You know what
True.
I'm saying? Everybody don't know how to work. The older generation don't know how to work a computer or something. They rather call you and ask you what you have, or you know what
Right.
I'm saying.
I
So
get
you
a
still
lot of
have
that.
to cater to them. You can't
a lot of
neglect
that.
those people. You still have to cater to them, and it's just the footwork. That's what a lot
That's
of people
the big
wanna
important
overlook, the
footwork.
They want to jump straight from. They want to sit in the section.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't want to stand by the bar.
Uh-huh.
They don't want to make their way to the bar. They want to come in the club and go straight to the section. No, man, it's levels to it.
Would you say it's level?
It's
Exactly.
levels
You
to it.
know what I'm saying?
You have to keep climbing no matter how high you get. You got to remember that you still got to do them things that you did when you first started.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're only gonna get what you put into it. That's with anything that you do in life. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, he out there grinding. Everybody out there everybody that got something, they didn't grind in some type of way for it.
Most
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? You don't come in the game and just, oh, I won't do this. I won't be a rapper. I'm here. I'm on now. You know what I'm saying? Some of them guys, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, been grinding hard, but they got the accessible to different things that's out here that's beneficial to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do is do that research, and that's a form of grinding. Just
Hell yeah.
research alone. You know, like putting that time in. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
all that is considered that grind, cause like you got to put the work into it. You know.
Most definitely, because even with this podcast, like I said, just doing the research, which meaning listening to different, like the 440s, we call them, like the Joe Budden podcast. We have different ones that we didn't listen to before we even started. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, we made sure we didn't miss the grind, meaning we didn't skip one step. You know what I'm saying? Just like even with doing footwork.
Yeah.
When we met you, it wasn't over the computer. We met face to face, you know what I'm saying? And we
In
talked.
the street.
Same with you, Steve, you know what I'm saying? Regardless to who initiated it happened. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? One thing about it, two things for sure. You're not going to ever forget that grind, and you're not going to ever forget it. You know what I'm saying? Because it still was a part of your grind and your step moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we never know where all of us will be maybe in the next 5. You know what I'm saying? You may be big with real estate, you know what I'm saying? Even though your shirts might still be pumping, you know what I'm saying? You might be out here telling your story bigger than what you think, you know what I'm saying? Being a motivational speaker to somebody else. Like with help, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
You never know what tomorrow holds. And
Most deaf.
one of the people that inspired me, you know what I'm saying, is BTY Younger. It's BTY Younger.
Mm-hmm.
When I ain't know him at first, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying? But with me being out there, going to this spot, going to that spot, going to this spot, promoting Manikinblaqk, everywhere I went,
Right.
I saw him. It got to the point where we was at the same spot so much, we just had to walk up to each other and introduce each other to each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm Steve, man, I'm BTY. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I stay seeing you be doing your thing. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. You know what I'm saying? A few inspirational words, and we kept it moving. But me witnessing him grind like that into the level he was at before he got knocked off, you know what I'm saying? That's how you have to grind.
Right.
You have to be there. You know what I'm saying? You have to be in all the high spots. You have to get people to become familiar with who you are and what you got going on.
Most definitely.
No.
You can't be in a shell if you want people to support you.
You gotta be serious about it.
No,
You gotta
not
be
at
out
all.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a shell. You can't say I do this, but people don't know you for doing what you do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say I'm a mechanic if people can't tell you I didn't work on their
Would you
car.
say I only work on my own car, but I'm a mechanic?
No,
Right.
You got to have a reputation for this. You know what I'm saying? When they speak of you, they're supposed to be able to, BTY Younger be rapping? Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve with Mannequin? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want it to proceed. That's how I want my reputation to proceed me.
Right.
And when I come home as a business owner. My mama, before my mama died, she started a home health company in 1992. She
Okay.
died in 96. So when she died, she left it to me and my siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So from 92 to this current day, we still have our home health company, and we also have a sitting care company.
Right.
What a lot of people don't know is that our company have over 150 people work for us. So I don't move through the city like, I'm co-owner of Axe Home Health. I'm co-owner of Able Life. No, because I don't want them to know me as that. I'd rather for them to be like, let's do it with Mannequin. You know what I'm saying? Because they watching my growth. They watching me build this. And that's what I want people to do. Watch me build something so it could be instilled in you that you could do the same.
Right.
Don't look at what I had, look at what I did. You know what I'm saying? It's not where I come from, it's about where I'm going. It's not about what I did, it's about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So you probably didn't even know that I have businesses outside of Manikinblaqk because I don't put that out there. I'd rather be known for what I have going on or what you witnessing me build.
What
you
you
know what
see
I'm
in
saying?
front of you,
What
Right.
you see.
What I'm trying to put in front of you, yeah.
And see, when I'm out here in these streets, a lot of times I go somewhere, I see some of my employees. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The way I carry myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't always put on that boss robe. Or I'm your supervisor, or you work for me. No, I see them in the streets. I let
You a
them
man,
like they're a
or you
regular
a woman.
person.
Yeah, right.
What's up? What you
Mhm.
doing? What you doing out here? You had to work today? No, I was off. You know what I'm saying? But I keep it moving.
Right.
Because like I said, I want people to embrace me for what, you know what I'm saying? That's that made me a second generation business owner. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? I wanted to be known as a first generation business owner. Even though I appreciate the second generation.
Most definitely.
I love that to death because ain't
Most
nothing
definitely.
like waking up, being your own boss. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
don't have to. The only person I have to answer to is my siblings, my sisters. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to answer to no one. I don't have to worry about being fired. You know what I'm saying?
What
Yeah,
you
that's
got going
beautiful.
on now, that's your passion.
This is my passion. Yeah,
That's your passion.
This is my
That's-
passion. And they respect it. They give me enough space to allow me to do me, and they respect it because they like, damn, Steve really passionate about this. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a
if
damn
Steve
good
don't come
thing.
in the office today because he focused on Mannequin, they respect that. If I have to leave the office and go do something for Manikinblaqk,
Right.
they respect that because they know that this is something I'm passionate about. And they witness me build it from the ground on up. You know what I'm saying? They know my aim. They know I'm trying to reach my quota, 75 to 150 products a month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know I'm out every Saturday at the Caribbean. You know, I'm posted up to from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. They know this. They
In the
know how I
city,
come
hustling.
back. They know I come back be out there that Saturday, wake up that Sunday and go to a second line and post up. Then come back to work Monday. Then get off of work and go make deliveries to people. They know that.
Would you
know
say
what I'm
I
saying?
gotta
Yeah,
look?
they
It's
work
the
back
hustle
with
in me. You
me.
know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And one time they used to tell me, Steve, slow down. But now it's to the point where they like, be careful.
Yeah. Right.
Be
Yeah.
careful. They don't even tell me slow down no more because they know I'm going to run hard.
Yeah.
That's some calls I get. Be careful. I'm praying for you, son.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I still work. I still same similar situation.
Mm-hmm.
Family-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? And I still work, but they allow me to. They know what I'm doing, what I'm passionate about, and they know what I've been through, and they allow me that space, you know, to do what I need to do. I always tell my people, you know, the job feed my family, take care of my kids, but the passion, that's all mine, you know.
Gotcha.
You know, so whatever I got to do to put into that, you know, you can't knock me for that. You
Oh,
know?
most definitely.
Right.
Man, I'm
It's
telling you,
about
bro.
passion, bro. Doing something to help others. You know what I'm saying? And the type of businesses that we start, like, this is service. Like your company is a service because you provide insight. You know what I'm saying? When you provide a service, you got to give these people something that they can believe in. A
Right.
service that's worth them purchasing or even entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you offer them a product, you have to offer them a product that's going to be, you know, fulfilling. You know,
Right.
when I first started my shirts, I used to be trying to get the cheapest shirts so I can make the biggest profit.
Right.
But now it's to the point now, man, I want quality. You know what I'm saying? I want my people to be able to wash their shirt 6-7 times and still wear it. You
Be
know
able
what
to
I'm
buy
saying? Because now I'm looking at it because I got my walking billboards now.
Most
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? If I only give them cheap shirts, they can wear that shirt one time.
They
it's
gonna go
over
to
with.
sleep in it.
Right. Yeah.
So
That's
sleep
next thing
in
you
it.
know, just like you said, it become a sleepwear now.
But if I get him a shirt that can handle a wash 5-6 times, I know one thing. They gonna wear that
Long as
numerous
they
of
get it
times.
out,
Right.
The more they wear it, the more they promote. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though we all being
We-
in
we-
business,
yeah.
being in business, your
That's your
objective
reward,
is being
yeah.
in business. That's your objective is to make money. But
It ain't about the money. It
it
ain't
really
gotta
ain't
be about the money.
Right.
Money
To
money
make
don't
money.
push me.
Yeah.
Right.
Money
Yeah.
don't push me. The most humbling thing that happened with me, with my brand, wasn't even about the money. A dude, this when, what this is, downtown, Basin.
Okay.
When Basin Street was rolling. The dude walked up to me like, Steve, you got some more shirts? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, I'm like, what size you need? He like, man, I need a large. I'm like, son, I don't have no more larges. It's the only large I got. And I put this shirt on this morning.
Right.
It's about 6, 7 o'clock. But this like a Friday.
Right.
He like, man, base ain't gonna be popping Sunday. Son, I need a shirt, sir. I'm like, man, I don't have no more large. He's like, what, you been having that shirt on all day? I'm like, yeah. He like, look, son, I give you $20 for that shirt.
Off your back.
Off my back. He's like, man, I need to rock that for basing. I need to rock that Sunday.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the money that made me take that shirt off. It was how much he believed in that and wanted that.
Exactly.
And that was the most humbling feeling I ever had. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to purchase something off your back because they believe in what you got going on.
Yeah.
To this day, Lil one can get whatever you want from me.
Right, you know what I'm
It
saying?
been times
Because
now I just walked up to him and just gave him shirts. Here, man. Here.
Right.
You know what I'm
Something
saying?
new.
Something new because he helped me believe in what I had going on that much more. You know what I'm saying? He don't know that, but when he asked for that shirt off my back, it gave me the confidence in my brand that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Because it be times where you might don't sell a product. You might go 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, nobody reaching out to you. Then you come back that weekend, you might double your sales that you normally do. You know what I'm saying? And one like my little partner, B Savage, who started Educated N-Word.
yeah, we had him on last week.
B Savage. When B Savage, I've been telling Brandon for years, look, start your brand. Start your brand. You have a nice platform.
Right.
People will embrace you because they know your energy. They know your character. I am. He took his time. Then when he came with it, boom. He came with it. A lot of more other people started trying to come with their products as well.
Right.
And me and B was talking like, we was talking about like, man, look, don't worry about what everybody else got going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you in it for the long haul. This not a hustle to you. You know what I'm saying? You building a brand. The people that's trying to hustle off this, once they see them slow days, they gonna fall back off.
Yeah,
back.
You heard me? They gonna fall back and be like, man, that ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But if you trying to build something for the longevity, when you see them slow days, you're going to go back and thinking about, damn, what I need to do to promote my brand. How can I get more?
And even on them slow days, you got to make sure them days is not the days where you feeling like, man, you know what, I feel like giving up.
No, you can't.
I don't want to do it tomorrow.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
them slow
the
days should
thing-
make you want to grind harder.
Yeah, them slow days make you want to
The thing it is, I don't know about, it might be the same for you too, but for me, it's just like, I'm a part of something that'll never leave me. You know what I'm saying? Like how they say how people get certain things tatted. Like I got the grind. I've been, you know, like so I grind ink is something that I believe in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Can I Live? That's a part of me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like this is something that would never leave me. Like so, it don't be about. It ain't about the money. It ain't about. I don't care if somebody don't buy nothing from me for 2 weeks.
Right.
For a month. You know, like, it done been times where, like, on the website, haven't had no sales for, like, 2 months or longer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't take nothing down because I still got product. And I still be selling hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that grind is everything that you put into it. But, you know what I'm saying? You can't be out here looking for the dollar. Like he just said, if you in it for the hustle, you gonna tell the ones that just in it for the hustle, cause it costs to be out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't have no house full of product and you ain't out here trying to
you're not-
move it.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like backwards hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Most definitely.
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna smoke all this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know
got all the smoke, but
Yeah,
nobody know you got
But
all the
nobody
smoke,
know you
but
got the
nobody
smoke.
know you
Why?
got it.
Because you ain't out there.
You ain't
You ain't
out
out there
there
promoting
there
yourself.
promoting,
You hear me?
you know what I'm saying?
ain't out there promoting.
So it is either gonna go bad or you gonna find yourself just giving it away, or you know. But when you give it away, you ain't gonna give it from the heart. You're just
Right.
gonna give it away just to get it out your sight.
Right.
Cause that was a bad investment that you took. But if you in it like we in it, you ain't looking. The investment gonna come along with you looking for the market of who you are. You trying to put out that energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't looking at dollars. I look at numbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who I can reach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have product. I got people that support me from East Coast to West Coast. You know what I'm saying? The Caribbean, I got people that support me.
Right.
You know, and everything that I may put out hit them with, they support it whether or not they can fit it. They buying it for somebody else, or just cause they know that story and they know I'm genuinely real about this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this something from the heart for me. You know.
One of the other reasons why I wanted to start Manikinblaqk Apparel is because we have men out here that's embracing being materialistic more than our women, and that's really sad. You know what I'm saying? You have dudes out here boasting about a watch or a ring or a chain or a bag or a pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Men don't act like that. Men never really did act like that. You know what I'm saying?
You said real men.
Real men. Real men never act like that. Oh, I got on this. I got on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Check out my jewelry. No, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, clothes or jewelry don't make the man.
Right.
Man make the clothes. It been times I've been with some of my little partners and they might have $10,000 of materialistic stuff on, from the watches to the clothes, but their confidence level is on 0.
Right.
No direction.
And probably can't even hold a conversation.
Their confidence level at 0 because they're using these things to make them feel good about themselves and make others look at them and make them feel like, oh, they got it going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with me starting Manikinblaqk, I got tired of people saying, oh, I got on Gucci. I got on Polo. You repping a brand where you really don't know the roots or the organs from, you know, where it started from. You rapping, you coming through talking about you got Polo on, but you don't know what this man stand behind. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, you know what I believe in. You know what I stand behind. So if you wear Mannequin, you know you wearing a brand that was founded by someone who have a strong moral system.
Right.
Someone who have good principles. Someone that respect, you know what I'm saying, each other. Someone that's for our people. You know what I'm saying? You could come to me and ask me, how can we uplift our community? You can't go to Polo. You can't go to Ralph Lauren and ask them.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can't go to Versace. They're not trying to put no money back in our community.
Most
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? They're not trying to uplift our people. Gucci not doing nothing for us. You know what I'm saying? So why are you running around promoting these people brand that really don't give a damn about you? You know what I'm saying?
True.
And to the point where it angered me. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes really feel like if I got on Gucci, I'm the shit. But you making somebody else rich at the end of the day. You promoting a brand where this man ain't gonna put a quarter in our community. You know what
And
I'm
not
saying?
only that, you probably have a partner who's selling clothes, and you probably not even
And
rocking
you're not even
his.
supporting your
You're
own
not even
partner.
Right.
supporting them.
You're not supporting your own partner, but you're telling your partner you love him. You know what I'm saying? Or man,
Brother,
I like what you
you
got
my-
going.
you
You
my
my
brother.
bro. You my bro. But your first option is, man, you're gonna get a plain polo shirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Just 'cause
plain,
it got the little
just 'cause
horse
it
on
got
the
the
bottom.
horse. Because you want other people to feel like, oh, you got polo, you got bread.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that kind of bothered me. So it was to the point, well, you know, at one time I was materialistic. You know, I had every polo that you could name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think
when
we
I was
all.
in these streets like that, yeah, I was really about my gear. Now it's to the point now I don't care what I got on. As long as I got a mannequin shirt on while I'm promoting my brand, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand clothes don't make the man, man make the clothes. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
So now I don't need clothing. I don't need diamonds in my ear. I don't need a bezel on my wrist for me to feel a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I approach the same person that you approach with all that on, and I probably get by or get to that person quicker than you because they're gonna see that I'm pure. They're gonna see I'm not shallow.
Right.
They're gonna see how this man here, he don't need all these things to make him appear to be or have or as if he has it going on. Or got
Right.
it going
And that's
on.
why I say it as far as like with conversation. See, you probably could rock your Manikinblaqk and hold a full conversation.
Right.
Versus somebody might have on a full outfit of Gucci, Gucci chains and
just-
rings
just
on,
look.
but
It
just
just
won't
won't
look
stand
around.
there.
Yeah, stand. So the crowd could talk about them, but they'd never talk back to the crowd. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Because they don't have that conversation.
They don't have it.
use that.
They use
to
that,
be their conversation,
and that's
you know what
kind
I'm
of,
saying?
and that's what we need to. We spend a lot of money. You know, blacks are the biggest consumers of the world. You know, our money. They had a study of how long our money stays in our community once it get in our hand. 30 seconds.
That's bad.
That's bad. The minute we touch our money, we give our money to
We
someone
ready to go
outside
give it
of our
away.
race. We
That's
don't put
true.
it back in our communities.
The moment
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? And they wonder why we in a position that we in. But it's conditioned.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody feel like I need a new car. Or I need a bigger house. You know what I'm saying? Them
Right.
Mexicans and them Chinese people, you got 6, 7 people standing in the house together.
Mm-hmm.
People putting their money together, going buy that store.
Right.
Going buy that shopping center. Or I can't live with nobody else. I need my own space. Or I
Yep.
want this car. Every time you go buy a car, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. We don't get our haircuts for us. We accept ourselves the way that we are.
Really though.
You know what I'm saying? I can look in the mirror without a shave and be good with myself.
Right.
Well, we don't do it for ourselves. We do it for others.
That's real.
We do it for others. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to just look good for ourselves, because if that was the case, we'll make sure that we look good all the time if nobody can't see us. We walk around our house accepting ourselves with our hair not fixed, with our hair not cut. But the minute we go out in them streets, oh, I ain't going out there like
I
that,
ain't
because
going
we
out
living
there
for
like
others
that.
and not for ourselves.
And bro, speaking on that, man, I have a homegirl I was just talking with. I want to say it was like about 2-3 days ago, and she took a ride out there to, I want to say Memphis, with one of her homegirls to go buy a bus, right? Now she drive buses too, along with her, but she drive for Orleans Parish, the company.
Right.
So, but her homegirl went to go purchase her own bus, which is going to be her third bus.
Right.
So I told her, I was like, well, you know, when you gonna go, you know, and go get yours, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm not worried about that right now. I got bills, I got debt. I told her, I said, man, we all got debt. We all got bills. But
Probably
then at
gonna die with her.
and we gonna die with them. More than likely, we gonna die with some type of debt, and we're gonna die with bills. But anyway, so I told her, I said, man, why you don't, you know, go on to get your own bus? She was like, I got too many bills. I got debt. I got my child about to be in high school. I'm saying to myself, like, I don't think you realize that if you get your own, you're gonna profit more.
Right.
Not only are you gonna profit more, you can live better.
Right.
Not only can you live better, you can grow. And next thing you know, you could be doing what your friend doing, because now your friend is going to pick up her third bus.
Right.
Meaning she have 2 other buses that she's employing people.
Right.
That can be you. But what it is in our city, which is New Orleans, on Sundays you want to be first for the second line. You ain't worrying about putting that money to the side. You want to make sure every event you're there. You're not worried about putting that money to the side. So even when I told her, I said, well, next year when you get your taxes, how about you go ahead on and invest in getting you a bus? I'm not worried about that, because that overhead be. I'm like, I think you're missing it. You're going to make more. When you make more, you spend less. Meaning, if I work for this company, right? This company only paying me $600 a week or whatever. But just say I get my own bus. Now I go from 600 to maybe 1,000 a week, because we already know, you know, they paying you for your fuel, you do, you know, your labor and all that. Right. But anyway, so we're gonna say you go from 6 to 1,000. That extra 400 that you making, don't spend that. Right. Put that away. Not only do you put it away, you like you because we all know, especially with buses, it's gonna be maintenance. Right. You're gonna need maintenance, so you stash a little bit. But I don't think she saw the logic I was giving her at the moment. She just saw right now.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what a lot of people do. That's
They
why they
right
miss
now.
out on day callings, because
Yeah,
they living for right now.
The overall aspect of things. You know, when you look at, when I look at certain things that I get myself involved, I want to know the longevity. You know, like, is you want to do this just for now? You know, if I don't get into the just for now,
right?
Know, I want to be in it for the long haul. Get some equity.
Oh, most def.
You know, like, don't give me nothing for right now.
Yep.
Man, everybody too worried about today. You know what I'm saying? What I can do today. But like, I think it's probably from, you know, my situation. You know what I'm saying? My mama had a vision when she was alive. You know what I'm saying? She started her vision way in 92. Here it is, 2018. None of her children have to work for no one else. She saw the longevity of it.
Saw the
She
longevity.
sacrificed, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There been days when it have our lights in there, but the office had their lights.
Most deaf.
There been days our water was cut off, but the office had water. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
def.
We had to go to the office and study. You know what I'm saying? Because she was thinking longevity. I'm gonna focus on this. All right, we're gonna go through this hardship right now, but at the end, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna pay
And my
off.
sister, she told me like when I first come home, I wanted more money. You know what I'm saying? They gave me my little money. I mean, how much I get paid at my office. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? My two sisters determined how much they was gonna pay me because you know what I'm saying. I've been gone 15 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So now I'm coming in there asking for this, and they telling me no, that's too much.
Right.
So my sister said, look, learn how to manage this little money. That way, when that big money come to you, you'll know what you're doing with it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's what I had to do. I had to learn how to manage small money. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm tight as a dog. I'm tight. Every day I wake up hustling.
Right,
You
right.
heard me? From the moment I wake up to when I go to sleep, I'm thinking about how can I make more money.
Most deaf.
That quota.
But I might spend $10, $15 a day. They be saying I'm cheap. They be tired of hearing me cry. I cry broke every day. You ain't broke. You ain't broke. Yeah, I'm broke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I put it in my mind. I try to separate my money 3 different ways.
Right.
My bill money, my savings money, my leisure's money.
Right.
Well, 4 ways actually, and my investment money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not touching my investment money. I'm not touching my bill money. I'm not touching my savings money.
Right.
I touch my leisure money, but when my leisure money get low, I'm broke.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm broke.
People, we done had Mr. D. Crosby just join us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what's that?
What's that?
What you doing today?
Look, we over here, we chopping it up, man. We on
Pardon the tardy this year.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But hey, you know, business come first. But anyway, we over here talking business wise, like basically with their business, and how you can do it for the long haul instead of right now. You know, we have a lot of people who look at certain things where they only see the vision right now, where they're scared to start,
Right.
versus long term. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, you know what I'm saying, like you know about business, you know what I'm saying? You done also had your own business and certain things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna ask you, even when you did that, did you think long term or you only thought right then?
I'm always for the long game.
Right.
So for me, nothing is, everybody say what you want to do in 5 years and 10 years. I'm always thinking 20.
Right.
Because if you can successfully have a business for 20 years, you're solidified, no matter what corporation that you're involved in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So whether it be government, civilian, fashion, sports, no matter what, anything that's standing 20 years from now, they ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Mm.
You done built that reputation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You done built that
Sustain it.
reputation. And that's something they told me in business school. You know what I'm saying? Your reputation is everything. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying? And if people see that you have, it's all about having a good reputation. You know what I'm
Reputation
saying?
is about reputation and quality.
Right. And we was just speaking about quality a few minutes ago. I was telling them that when I first come with my products, I was trying to make all the money I can make, so I was buying cheap shirts. No, I had to switch that up because the complaints I hate now is somebody come back. It's still to the point that someone bought a shirt from me then, and I happen to see them now, and they was like, man, that shirt such and such. I'd be like, hold up, where I can meet you at? I got something for you.
Right.
Because I don't even want that reputation to proceed
definitely.
me. I'd rather them, yeah, he gave me a bad shirt, but he made it right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He made it right because word of mouth is your biggest way of advertising. You know what I'm saying? We can
Most
do
definitely.
commercials, we can do flyers. Well, what comes out people's mouths is what other people embrace.
It
You
sticks.
know what I'm saying?
That's what sticks.
That's what sticks. So if someone bad mouthing you about your product, about your brand, that's gonna stick.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna stick.
And
So
that-
you got to make sure you put out good quality. You know what I'm saying, and make sure a reputation is good.
Right. But that's even like with us, like right now, you know, with the podcast, you know, we're starting our merch, you know, or whatever. Same thing we've been doing, you know, shopping shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like we have, you know, we've been wearing our shirts, but you know now, you know, when people see you wearing it or whatever, you know, because they rocking with you and rocking with what you got going on, they ready. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Oh, I need mine. But right now, it's about the quality of the shirt.
It's the quality of that shirt.
You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what we going through, you know what I'm saying? Outside of the business side of it, you know, making sure everything copyrighted, we still got to make sure the quality,
Make
whatever.
sure the quality
Because then,
good.
just like we saying, it's summertime. You can't be sweating, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, not only that,
You gotta understand, people work hard for their money.
most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? You asking these people for $20, these people that slave for $20 at a job, but they don't like. Some of them that's probably 2 hours of work that they're using that $20 on to buy your product. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't get paid $15. You got some people only get paid $7, $8, $9, $10. So you got to think about it, man. This person enslaved for 2 hours to spend this $20 for me frying chicken somewhere where they was hot and nasty. I'm gonna get these people something that's worth it.
I don't know
what
what
I'm
y'all,
saying?
I don't know what y'all got. Did you get into processes?
As far as,
Like, cause like for me, like the process right now when it comes to choosing a shirt, like one of the things I hate the most is like if I wear a shirt one time and I wash it. And it
oh yeah,
don't-
we
and
we
it don't feel, it don't
most
feel
definitely.
like it feel the next
Yeah.
time.
We talked about it, but go
That's
ahead.
what I love about shirts though.
Right.
Because the one that it's one like this, but it's like the tan color one. See, I can wear that out to work and be, you know, everything.
You done
good.
wore it a lot of times since I gave it to you?
Yeah, I didn't wash it, but at least, you know how dudes do. We might wear it. We don't want
Yeah, you don't want
like we ain't getting that knowing it. We ain't good.
it's still clean. We can wear our pants 3 times, 4 times. Yeah, we're gonna wear them 3, 4 times before we throw
Shake
them in
the
the
lid
wash.
off.
It's still
That's
good.
it.
I didn't wash it at least 3 times, and it's still
And that's
still
what
like fresh out the pack.
That's why I was telling them we have to focus on quality, because if we want our products to be out there, it's like you're a walking billboard for me. If
Yeah.
I give you a product that you can wash 3, 4, 5, 6 times, you're gonna wear that. So I know one thing: you're gonna be moving around the city. Hundreds of people gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna inquire about, man, where you got that shirt from? What that shirt mean?
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's good to focus on quality. We can't go out the cheap way.
It's
You know
either
what I'm
that
saying?
or be on a basketball court with 5 people looking at it.
Right.
You know, once it shrivel up or fade out, then you start playing ball.
Yeah.
You cutting that joint up. After
You
that.
cutting that joint
Right.
up.
You went
Sleeves
from
up,
100 people saying it to 5.
So it's not just with shirts. Whenever you put any type of product out there, it's all about your service and your quality. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that have different companies or different business. They might have a product-based company, might have a service, but they have to focus on the quality of service or the quality of the product that they're putting out there. You have to focus on that. We can't go out the cheap way. We got to lose that state of mind frame.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy this and make this off of it. No, because truthfully, a profit, what they consider a profit in the business world is 33%. If we make 33% back on our dollar, we are right. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
We be aiming for that 100%. But across the board in the business world, it's really 33%.
Yeah, because the thing about it is you have to take the other 67% and put it back into your business.
Right.
So that's why you only eating off the 33.
Right.
If that 33
Thinking of the
large.
cause. And
If that 33 large,
you know what I'm saying? You good.
You
But
good.
You got it, that 67. That's what it all boils down to.
Right.
Because that 67 gonna make sure your business stay afloat.
right, and that's what you have to do. You have to reinvest your money. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with paying yourself. Pay yourself. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend of mine. I always tell him, "You paid yourself. You paid yourself. Oh, I just put my money in the bank." No, pay yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You working hard for what
your
you do.
money
Pay
is your
yourself.
money. This money is that.
Pay
money.
yourself. That way you can
Exactly.
separate it. That way you know what you have to spend on yourself personally versus you going into your bank and, oh, I didn't win in my bill money. No, pay yourself. That way you can separate your money. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
But put money back into your company as much as possible. Even when you think you don't need to put money into it, put it in it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find a way to get it out. You're going to get that money out that company because you're going to have all that product sitting around there, or you're going to invest it in that some type of way. Be like, man, no, I got to get my money. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to motivate you to hit these streets and do something.
Oh,
do
most
some
definitely.
marketing or something.
Most definitely.
And before, like I said, I don't know what y'all got in already, but I want to say I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, my man.
Because, like, we chopped it up at round 2. You know, we kind of got into it. And like, you telling another story and everything like that. But what stuck out to me the most, you told me what you was going to do. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
And you still going.
Right.
Like, a lot of people they don't live the life you live, come back home, and do shit.
Right.
Right.
But you're not only doing it, like, you excelling at a crazy level. Like, I was watching your video yesterday. You was putting flyers out and people called. It was hot as fuck yesterday.
Yeah, it was hot.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
was hot.
But I'm saying, but that drive, that mentality you got, man, I love that shit.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. I think I do it. I think I'm that way because even when I was in the streets, I ran hard. You know what I'm saying? I ran hard on every level. You know what I'm saying? So why not run hard towards something positive? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we got to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? I done told dudes that I was locked up with, look, man, I'm going home and do this. I'm going home and do that. Them dudes really looking forward of me doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I don't do it and they felt like, man, Steve did everything he did while he was incarcerated, now he out there, he on the wrong level, I'm hurting them dudes.
Yeah.
I'm hurting them because they're witnessing what I'm doing and I'm pushing them a step back. Now they coming out here
With no hope.
with no hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
that, you're not living your truth.
And I'm not
You know,
living my truth.
And you know, being in the streets, you know, your word is everything.
Word and everything.
Right.
Now these dudes coming home like, oh, they upstate looking, damn, I'm about to go home in 2 years. Or I'm about to go home in a few months. Man, if that nigga Steve couldn't make it out there, now they going to think that they can't make it. So the first thing they going to do is go back to what they've been doing.
What they know.
Right.
What they know. You know what I'm saying? And even though they know that lead to a dead end, they feel comfortable with that. So they still do it. You know what I'm saying? So I know that I have to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? I know people are watching me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go backwards. I gotta honor my word. I gotta do what I said I was gonna do. If
Most
not, I ain't gonna be able to live with myself because they gonna beat me down.
Yeah, most definitely.
Think you down bad. You so small. You this, you that. Yeah. You down bad. You did all that. No, man, I don't want to hear that.
That's right.
I'd rather hear things like you just told me. That's inspiration. I'm proud of you. I don't want to hear that, man. Son, you stupid. You got this going on. You had this going on, and you
Right.
choked. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna beat me up.
It's a common saying, but you getting your degree, you was educated before you got it. You dig? But having it shows your discipline.
Right.
So, just that process, going through school, what's that process like? Because you got to think about it. When you going to school as an adult, it's a lot different.
It's a lot
when you're a
different.
kid.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or a little young 20-something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how did you, one, you got to deal with the young 20-somethings. You dig? Then you got your normal life. You still got to
Normal
feed the
life.
family, but you
Right.
still got to hit them books. So,
Man, once I found out that I love learning, learning became easy to me. But as far as going to school, I know I was working at our company, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, trying to build Manikinblaqk. I had to fall back off Manikinblaqk for a second because I know Manikinblaqk is there for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to be in school only for a short period, so let me knock this out right quick, then get back to what I was going. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back to Manikinblaqk. But it used to be stressful. Like this last semester, I was taking 6 classes. This shit beat me down. You know what I'm saying? But I know I had to close. I know I had to get it over with. I know I had to get it over
see,
with.
I can't do more than 3.
I can't do 3. I got to do
More
more.
than 3 what, D?
I can't
Three
do more
classes?
than 3 classes at a time.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't
Me
do it.
neither.
I
couldn't
operate
do
better
it.
when I got pressure on me.
No, it ain't that like.
Well,
I
I
got
wait
a
till the
balanced
last minute to
life.
write my report.
Yeah, that's how I operate better.
I got a balanced life, and I'm very particular about things. I rather have these 3 A's than have 6 C's.
Right.
So for me, like, if I gotta study, I gotta read things a couple of times. Like, it's one thing to like memorize the information.
But I ain't studied that much. I don't study.
See, I read though. I may not study, but I'm a read. And I know that sounds like, you know, different, but just reading alone, like, to me, I'm teaching myself.
Right.
Because I can be in the classroom, but sometimes in the classroom I feel like I'm smarter than the instructor. Only thing he got on me is that it's your class.
It's your
Right.
class.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But I can go learn it because I teach. So it's like it's hard for me to like take instructions from somebody else. Just give me the book, like give me my syllabus, I'm good.
But see, my thing was, I ain't studied that much, but
I was active in the classroom.
That's
You know, when we was young, we go in the back of the class. You heard me, the teacher talking. We not paying attention to. We not asking no questions. But I put it in my mind. I'm like, look, man. I done took this student loan out. I'm paying these people. I'm about to ask all the questions I need to ask. What about this? What about this? What about that? To the point where they know Steven gonna ask the question. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm paying y'all. I might don't be paying y'all directly, but I have to pay this student loan back. You know what I'm saying? So really, y'all work for me. So I'm about to ask y'all what I need y'all to ask.
Make sure I get everything I need right now.
Right. After that, the more questions you ask, you're liable to get a few test questions.
Yeah, you're liable to get some of that.
That's real.
And plus, you're building a good relationship with your professor because they like to see you're active. They like to see that you're paying attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people don't make a lot of money. Some of these professors are teachers because they are passionate about
Teaching.
You know what I'm saying? You have correction officers make more money than college professors.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's backwards to me. You know what I'm saying? But this is America, like they say.
This is America.
You know what I'm saying? They put more emphasis on a security officer in a penal institution than the teachers in the classroom. So these teachers are passionate about what they do. So when you in their classroom and you interacting, they respect it.
But you gotta think about the jobs that deal with death, crime, and medicine are gonna always make the most.
But even with the medicine, the nurses, see, that's what we own a home health company and a sitting care company. A RN is gonna make $31 to $35 an hour, and you have captains in a penal institution making that same money or making more. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that mass incarceration is one of the biggest businesses. Right now in Louisiana, we have so many private prisons.
You got a whole parish dedicated to it, damn near.
You got parish prisons. You have the
That's
state.
your money. That's where the money at.
They have it
Think
roped.
about what would Angola be without Angola.
Yeah, that's why I went to I went to Angola rodeo once when I was incarcerated. And the minute I got there, I got sick. Everybody, man, I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, man, it's slavery right here. You know what I'm saying? I see the slaves out here, the slaves out here putting on for the slave master. You got the warden up there in this little box with all his friends,
and we supporting it.
And the slaves risking their life. They up there getting drunk out. I swear to God, I got sick. My head went to hurt, and I felt like I was about to throw up. I told my family, y'all better not never go to that.
What made it bad for me? So like we was going up there visit my cousin, but when you get there, same thing, rodeo. Cause like that's when inmates they sell all this stuff and stuff like that.
But then you get a percentage on that.
Exactly. But when we got there, every prisoner was black. No lie, every prisoner was black. But you had number white people out there. That shit baffled the fuck out of me.
That's something, man.
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
We left.
I really got sick.
I seen my people. We chopped it up for a little minute. We drove our ass way back up.
It's something. That's why I say perception is everything. You know, some people like how they perceive things and they don't look at it in the purest. I like to see. I want it raw. I want it raw. You know what I'm saying? I want it raw. I don't want you to wear no mask. I want to see it in its rawest form. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw it, I literally got physically sick. That's how much it disgusts me. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go, and I told my people, y'all better never support that. That ain't nothing but slavery. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these penal institutions is, modern day slavery. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have to be careful about how we lead and guide these people. We responsible. You know what I'm saying? We got to be careful about how we guide and lead these little dudes out here, because believe it or not, man, somebody looking up to you. You know what I'm saying? You might don't know who they is, but they watching you. They watching how you move. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to try to mimic what you do. You know what I'm saying? A child don't know nothing about bad behavior until it's seen.
Like you
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta introduce that
until
to
it's
that child.
introduced that to them.
Yeah.
Children, and they be saying, you know what I'm saying, they have a sponge like mine. Even teenagers got a sponge like mine. You know what I'm saying? They not making rational decisions. So as a man, you got to be careful about what you put out there because somebody always watching. You know what I'm saying? And someone is going to try to mimic. So if you know someone gonna mimic you, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you put something good out there for them to mimic. You want to mimic me? Yeah, do this.
Speaking of kids, y'all have kids?
Yeah, I have 3 myself.
Well, you out here procreating now.
I don't have any.
It just come with the age.
I don't have none. I think with me being incarcerated so young and coming home and focusing on
No, you keep putting these motherfucking videos up here.
Getting you
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It gonna happen.
I'm telling you, like, see what it is. You gotta look at the fucking comments. So every now and then, I look in the comments, like, They got like 3 dudes. They got 20 comments, 3 dudes, 17 women. I was like, yeah, it's gonna happen.
See, ladies, what we have here is
It's gonna happen to it.
and see even on social media I don't put my personal business out there. I think a lot of people I use it as a business because my business is my business. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to share my personal
side
business
with
out there with the world. I want them to know what I want them to know.
Yeah, no more.
You know what I'm saying? You
No
have
more
to
about them,
protect
ain't
your
no about you
privacy.
there.
You have to protect your privacy. You know what I'm saying? You have people getting on social media. Anytime them and their girl get into it, they posting it. I got a little partner.
everybody got
I got a little partner, I swear. And it's like my little brother. I could tell you when him and this girl going into it.
Yeah.
Because he going to post something on social media.
Then all you gotta do is go look at her page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, man. What y'all
Look,
doing
now
all that
she
for?
out- she hanging with the homegirls.
Yeah,
all
what y'all
week.
doing all that
She
for?
ain't been out in 3 years. All
Keep
over
it
the
what Martin said, fuck 'em, girl. Fuck 'em.
Yeah,
Keep your business in your house.
got
That's
the
how I
fucking
be.
dress on, huh?
Got
business
the
in
fucking
your house.
dress on.
But I don't have none. One day I may have some.
One day.
One day.
So, Mr. Can I Live?
Yes, my brother.
Mr. Shalom himself.
Yes,
How
yes.
we living?
yes. I'm living, man. Blessed, man. Blessed, man. Kids healthy. You know, shoot, just living, man. Trying to hustle another day. Just get it in, push the brand, and live and promote. That's it, bro.
Now, what you doing for promotion?
For the promotion, well, actually, right now I'm working on some new product.
Okay.
You know, working on new product, working on with my artists and on the management, on the music side of things, and just trying to have a blessed fall. You know,
I mean, you wanna know some crazy shit?
what's that?
I got a little partner about to start a managing company. Nigga that got a degree. He
Yeah,
talking about he about to take this shit to a new level.
yeah.
That's what that nigga sitting right next to.
And he's sitting right next to you.
hey,
That's me
hey,
now.
hey,
I think
you know.
I really, because I love music.
Right,
And I know good music.
right.
I know good music. I see potential. You know what I'm saying? I see potential, but I also know that it just don't come off talent. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these artists out here. They can rap. They can sing their
True.
ass off, but they don't know how to talk to nobody. They don't know how to
So
network.
what do y'all listen to right now?
What I'm listening to? I'm listening to my nephew.
And who is he?
Icarus Black.
Icarus Black.
Icarus Black.
What type of vibe?
Shout
Man,
that out,
he
man.
like
Look, let him know
Icarus
what he
Black,
got going on.
It's called DMV. You heard me? The name of the song called DMV.
Like-
He have like a Kendrick Lamar.
Like
mix
East Coast
with-
DMV or?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
He have like a Kendrick Lamar and a Nas and a Wayne all collabed into one. Very
For
small.
his,
So basically-
knowledge wise,
Knowledge-wise, flow,
Basically,
deliverance.
he sound like he's from New Orleans.
No, he sound like he's not the trip part about it. He really from Cali. His family from Cali, so he had that voice where you can't tell where
Exactly
he from.
where he
And see,
from.
that's what type
He
of
gonna
music
blow.
I like.
He gonna blow.
You see a lot of dudes from New Orleans. You could tell the minute they start rapping, they from New Orleans.
that's how my
Now
artist
that they
is.
won't,
He,
they won't hold on to it. They won't hold their
They
accents.
won't hold on to it. But with him, if he start rapping, you don't know if he from Cali. You don't know if he from New York. You don't know.
Right.
Plus, his content of what he's rapping about is not. You have to make universal music. You can't make local music and try to go
Expect
to
it
New
to-
York with it.
yeah,
That's what we were saying about the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, when we listen to some podcasts, it's like it's only dealing with like their area.
Right.
But I'm like, it's cool to introduce people to your area, But you got to talk about other things.
You gotta talk about
Yeah, you
Right.
gotta be able to identify with others.
Exactly.
Right.
You know? Because what it is, it's the same thing going on
In each area.
all over the world.
Mhm.
It's just broadcasted a certain way, marketed a certain way.
Exactly.
Down here, you know that New Orleans ain't no place like New Orleans. We got our own slang, our own swag
Mhm.
with it. You
we got
can't,
talent down here too.
and we
Oh, we do.
we
Talent,
do definitely. But you can't go nowhere else and just like push. Okay, that's all I'm gonna talk about. Cause everybody here that you in competition with is talking the same thing. You got to be able to jump outside of that first. Then come on
The
back.
thing I think
You
with
know
New
what I'm
Orleans is we have so much talent down here, but our mentality is
That's what it
our
boils down to.
mentality is if my crew, if my gang don't mess with your gang, I'm not about to listen to what you got going on. I ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? we so closed in. I only rock with who I rock with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I ain't feeling dude could be hot. But just because you don't know this dude, you're not gonna listen to this dude, or just because this dude from a different part, or somebody beefing around the area, you're not gonna know. You got to get past that. And if they could get past that, man, New Orleans could take over
That's
with the
it.
music back, because you gotta think about where we come from. Think of all this culture out here. Think about how we live, how much passion we have in what we do and how we live. People travel the world to come down here
Yep.
to see our culture. And these rappers, they have what it takes, and they giving the people the culture. They just gotta get past each other. Stop beefing. Stop feeling like, oh, he from uptown, I'm from downtown, he from the goose, I can't. No, you gotta get past that.
But that's why they also box themselves in with being labeled as a local artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you notice, a lot of artists down here, you know, we consider local artists as basically doing what New Orleans know for you to do.
Right.
Bounce music. Or rap about your hood. Or talk about the guns, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being universal with their music. That's one of our biggest problems. Even though we have a lot of good artists, our biggest problem is everybody's stuck in that box.
Right.
Which is called a local artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to go mainstream, go nation, go
No, I be
world.
telling him like my little partner, he do beats. I'm be like, man, you have to make a universal beat. If you're gonna make tracks, make a big sound. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna rap. I don't even want to be able to understand or know what's about to come out your mouth. I want to sit back and
Right.
listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to predict. Oh, he said fly. Next word, nigga gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The typical.
typical,
I don't want.
right.
I want to hear some music.
But
because
you know
I'm to the
what
point
it
now-
is a lot of artists got to get outside of New Orleans
And see
to
how-
really open themselves
Right.
up. Because long as you around your same peers and figuring like, well, this is what I gotta do, and if I don't do nothing other than this, then I'm lame. You know what I'm saying? It ain't me. It ain't real. You know. But if you just open yourself up, like I was saying, my older Static Jetson, you know, he got that. When you hear him, you gonna think he from out the mountains somewhere. You know, like that rock star mentality. You know, behind hip hop beats. You know, ain't the yelling, but just the melodic flow. With it, you know
Now,
what
I
I'm
have
saying?
an artist, Bucks, who I'm about to start managing. This is gonna be the first person I manage. You could tell he's from New Orleans. From some of the things he said or how he said. But his content and his range of deliverance or his content of what he's talking about, you're gonna be like, yeah, I like, I love the way you can appreciate the way that he think. You know what I'm saying? And that's what type of artists I want to manage.
Yeah.
Ones that, you know what I'm saying, can infuse you to think and be like, oh, you heard what the boy said? Hold up,
Right.
let me press rewind. You heard what he said? You know what I'm saying? That's what type of artist Bucks is. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of artist I'm going to be looking for when I really get serious with this management, which I am going to
and
do.
you gotta have that work ethic, man.
Yeah, you gotta have that. You have to be willing to. You can't put yourself. I have another partner. He a dope artist. He a dope artist. He got money though. So he feel like he don't need to come to round 2 and perform on Mondays. He feel like he bigger than that.
Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to express
He feel like he's
in
bigger
small
than
venues.
round two or performing. No,
It builds character. Man.
it builds a fan base.
Yeah, but it keeps you connected with your community at the same
Right.
time.
Yeah.
True.
He feel like I've been passing out CDs, I've been passing out flyers. I love you like a little brother, but you have to continue.
That's what you have to do.
I don't care if you did it for 5 years straight. Keep doing it.
Because
You know what I'm
evidently
saying?
they still don't know your name.
Keep
if you're
doing
not,
it.
If you're not still out there passing out.
Yeah,
CDs.
keep doing it. Pass out flyers. Come to the second line. You have everything. Then he got everything. He have everything that he needs to blow up. Just gotta get out here and just
Do the grind.
Do the grind. Get out here. Go to the second line. Go to a club. Pass out some flyers. You know what I'm saying? Get into what you feel like you don't have to do. And a lot of artists don't want to do that. A lot of artists are too gangster for that. And that's why I say I respect the boy BTY Young. Because even though he probably, 9 times out of 10, he was a real live street nigga, he still humbled himself enough to approach anyone and told them
And
his
sell his
dream
brand.
and sell himself. You know what I'm saying? You have to humble yourself. You
Right.
could be a real goon out the streets, but when it comes to what you're passionate about, you have to push that ego to the side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
If
go
that's
forward.
what you want. That's
And
what
do
you
what you
gotta
do.
do.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I respect what he had. That's why I respected him, because I saw him grinding like that. And honestly, it's only a few in the city that grind like that.
Right.
It's only a few. You're not gonna go too many places and see the same dude pumping this product like that.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
a lot of dudes that's down here in the city locally that's dealing with music got some type of beef going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, I can't go over here because my people don't mess with him, and his people don't mess with him.
Can't make
You
money. Can't make money beefing.
like that.
Well, since you brought up beef, are you guys familiar with this Canadian dude named Drake?
Wait, hold on. First off, wait, whoa. Before you're gonna be respectful.
I'm just saying.
You're gonna be respectful. No.
Canadian.
You're not gonna say this
he
Canadian dude
didn't
named Drake.
disrespect him.
No.
didn't
I know where he at with it, but go ahead. I'm listening.
He's Canadian. He's a dude
Okay.
named Drake.
Right.
It is what it is.
I heard the guy.
Yeah, you heard of the guy. There's another
Okay.
guy from the DMV. Goes by the name Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Right. And Pusha just recently released the album.
Hot. I checked it out. It's hot.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. But on that particular album, 7-track album, he had a song called Infrared.
Right.
Now, Infrared on it, he's getting real detailed.
Right.
There's a line on there where he says the lyrics resemble how Trump wanted. How did the Russians do it? You know what I'm saying? Now, to me, that probably would have a lot of people.
Hold up. What did he say it again?
He said the lyrics is a resemblance of how Trump wanted. You know what I mean? Like, how did the Russians do it?
Right.
You know, so basically he's calling Drake a Russian. You know, you're not
Right.
funny. That's funny to me. But in the same token, you know, he's trying to say that, you know, because some people feel that his presidency is, you know, fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? So he basically called Drake lyrics fraudulent.
Right.
Which you all know. Which we all know. Quentin wrote for him, right? So
Go ahead, bro.
I heard.
I'm listening.
I heard.
Go ahead, bro.
Because I knew he wanted.
But every great artist has somebody right for him, bro. So that's hard, but
I wouldn't say every.
I can say majority.
Hold on. I want to hear where he going.
That's what
I
I'm
want to hear
saying.
where
Go ahead on and say
Let him
it.
finish where he going.
I can name about 5 just right off the top that ain't nobody right.
But
I can too.
I ain't gonna say
I've been to this
I
building
ain't gonna really
thing
say
since
he'll go.
it been it.
He's a great entertainer.
He's a great entertainer.
He's a great entertainer.
Yes, he is a great entertainer.
Yeah, great
performer.
entertainer, a great performer.
great
As far
pop
as being
star.
a great writer,
Yeah.
I don't know if you write everything.
I mean,
so I
it
can't
feels
say
like
that.
it feels like NBA Live. You know, when it came to that writing category. Like, you know, he all the way to the
This
left.
dude is
Nas wrote it.
say, bro. There will not
lyrics
be
like
no
Nas,
Drake slander
yeah.
up in here, bro.
You know, but
Didn't he say
No
the song-
Drake slander, bro.
it's not Drake slander. It's just
But Drake
it's
did
honest
come
conversation.
back. Drake murdered him. Ooh.
But see,
Go ahead.
That's what
Go
Pusha T,
ahead.
But
Go
Drake
ahead.
deliverance and what he was expressing, he did his thing. But
See,
he
this
a
is the
beef
thing.
rapper.
See,
On a
this-
cool.
on the cool he is.
He a
This is
beef
the thing.
rapper. He
though,
like
right?
all that. He a
ready.
messy nigga.
So I had time to
No
put
red
this
niggas
because I'm a fan. Like I said, I'm always saying I'm a fan of rapping Drake. I don't really care for the singing and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I like him more as a rapper for things like this.
Right.
Because
Down
when
to the bars.
yeah, when you get this out of him, you see he's putting his full potential out
Yeah.
there. He's witty, he's lyrical. You can see all them things in him. When we all that singing stuff, I'm like, all right, cool. I know it's for the ladies. I get it. I get it. I know you're trying to create a vibe. That's that all poolside music. I'm with that. Cool.
Poolside?
This is what poolside music. It's a
damn.
vibe.
Poolside music.
Disrespectful. Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead, bro.
They make
If-
poolside music.
Who's sitting poolside?
That's what it is.
The ladies.
The
And
ladies.
what, and
But then at the same time-
what they got on?
But hold up, but listen.
Drake.
It's not only poolside. Right? So you can't ride to a Drake?
Me? No.
No.
It got to be the
No.
spitting.
He got to be
It got to
rapping.
be spitting
See,
Drake.
that's the type of artist I like to listen to. I like to listen to artists no matter what mood I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I can listen to them. Meek, I don't care what kind of mood. If I feel like I'm at my best, or if I'm stressing, I can listen to Meek.
Yeah.
Or if I'm in the club, I can listen to Meek. If I was on my level with some Hennessy, I can listen to Meek. That's the type of artist I appreciate.
You got to get some Douce.
Some Douce? I gotta
And
get
listen to
that drink,
Meek?
that drink that you was cooking up. What's the
Man,
name
you
of
know
that drink?
what? You see, it's funny you say that 'cause I got the stuff in the car.
Really, I thought I was gonna have me a cup. I thought I was gonna be talking and sipping in there.
That's what I thought.
You
You know,
see,
the Bible.
look,
I'm kind of disappointed. I drunk
Oh,
I had
man.
another drink, a little.
I mean, if y'all really want to do this, we can take a pause for the calls.
We can still get to it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Have a little drink, a little quick drink.
But I know what side of the fence he's on. He don't know what side of the fence I'm on yet.
He look like a lover man though. He like to put on drink for the
I'm
ladies.
interested in hearing everything you got to say right now, cause I got this idea in my mind. Like you're about to say something that I fully agree with you. That you're probably, like you just said, he don't really know which side you're on right now, but I'm a music head. So when you start talking lyrics and battling, and I like to dissect it to the.
So, cause these are things we'll talk about infrared for a quick second. Then we'll get to Duppy. Is that what it's called?
Duppy.
Duppy, Doopy. I don't know.
Okay.
Depending on how your vernacular work, I don't know.
Yeah.
But-
It's called Ghost. It's Ghost. If you want to be specific, Ghost.
That's the nickname,
Duppy.
aka.
Yeah. When you Google it, Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy you did your Google.
You damn right.
Well, he support Drake like a mother. Anyway, on infrared, but I'm listening to infrared. I'm hearing little things. So there's a line when he said, now it's cool to kill baby, but when I kill baby, y'all really act like I killed the baby."
Okay.
Right? So that particular lyric right there, then he he praised Ross because it was well delivered. It was heartfelt, right? And then he got into the whole Quentin writing for him. But then he said something that I've been saying for years. Like, have any of y'all been like or even seen Louisiana Fest?
Yeah.
When you see Wayne perform, he ain't got it. So Pusha T said he's been saying this for years.
True.
I see a multi-millionaire platinum artist that's lost it. They don't have the flash no more.
And got to perform the rest of
Still
his
have to
life.
perform the rest of his
Can't
life.
retire.
Yeah, can't
You know what I'm
retire.
saying? So people took it as a diss, but then I started looking like, well, is it really a diss though?
It's the
Right.
truth.
Yeah, it's
Because he said he didn't lie in the whole thing. He
lied.
just told the truth.
True.
you went where I was going, where I was thinking.
So my thing about it, how can you take offense to the truth? And the reason I know it's the truth because now let's turn over to Drake's song. First of all, it wasn't damn freestyle. I hate when people do that. He wrote that shit.
Right,
Well, no, I know.
Yeah, they got that.
I don't know why they
freestyle.
do that.
They
They
do
always
that. Oh, this
label
some
it
freestyle. Freestyle is coming straight off the mind.
Right.
I ain't thought about this 20 minutes ago. I ain't think about this yesterday. I ain't
Right.
going freestyle is at
You
the
gonna
moment.
get some hiccups.
Yeah, at the moment.
So my thing is, I didn't understand the response. So one, the response was way too quick. I love the fact that it was quick. That tells me one or two things. You had an early copy of his album. Somebody sent you something.
Right.
Somebody had good music snitching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He just dropped this in the same week.
The same
Not
day.
only the same
Same
day.
day.
Same day.
Same day.
That thing
Same
was like
day.
Not even
less
6
than-
hours.
Less than 8 hours.
The album came out
The album
12
came out
o'clock
at midnight.
Midnight.
And we know Drake ain't no writer like that.
Exactly.
Whoa! Whoa!
Exactly.
Pause,
So in my mind,
brother.
I'm like, well, maybe somebody heard it at the album release party because they had an album release.
That was the day before.
The day
Exactly. So I'm like, that makes sense now. Cause if you give him a whole day to do something, okay, cool. Now the timeline started to make sense to me, right? So then, in the song, Drake was like, well, you know, y'all acting like when he was talking about Quentin Wright for him, you know, he kind of finessed it as in like, oh, he helped out. He was at Kroger's working. You know, I changed his life. Matter of fact, I changed his life twice.
Right.
So, to me, when he say he changed his life twice, that means that man wrote 2 platinum albums for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not 2 songs, 2 albums.
It was actually a mixtape, my guy.
Who cares? Albums. They both stream the
They
same.
sold.
They both stream the
They
same.
sold.
They stream the same. They
brought
both
in
on
the same amount of money for both.
They both on Apple.
Residual.
They both on Apple Music.
Hey, listen.
Selling like albums.
It was a mixtape. Only thing is he
So
went
happy.
on tour with it.
So
and,
happy he
and,
went
and
on
just so
tour.
happened to make money
That
on
guy.
tour. That's all I'm gonna say. But go ahead. I'm
With
listening.
a lot of original beats.
With that guy.
See, you gotta think about it. Drake ain't on that. Drake. It's hard for Drake to lose because Drake got the women.
Yeah, he's not. No. He's not gonna lose.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As long as
But
he got the
if you
women.
but when you put these 2 songs together, I think the hardest line in the Drake one was when he referenced the Malice interview.
Right.
When he was saying Malice, you know, it was your cousin, then your brother, then you.
Then you.
You know what I'm saying? So
You-
he's like,
you're approachable.
You know, he says it's okay. I get it. There's a lot of guys like you. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking about things you did. You're talking about what you knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no malice in your heart. You're very approachable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's hard. That's hard.
That's hard line.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard line right there.
Yeah.
And then, because then he had
With truth in it.
with truth in it. You see what I'm saying?
And Drake wrote it.
See, that's my thing. It's always gonna be a question.
Of question.
You don't have to question Pusha anything. Now, what I did find interesting was that
Pusha had like a whole type of. You could tell he been listening to Hov lately.
yeah,
Before he made that album, he been studying. He been on Hov lately.
Well, they know they close too.
Yeah.
Also. You know, like
Man,
these guys stay in the same neighborhood.
The Holy Grail, you could tell he was on some of Hov albums before he wrote that album.
because he said he had a couple like niggas beats his bang, get hooks
Right.
did it. Yeah, but that's a playoff Hov, But another line that Drake had was when he was talking about the Virginia Williams thing. So I was thinking about Virginia Williams. I'm like, Virginia, he from Virginia. But then I thought, oh, that's the chick he proposed to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Put a ring on it like Virginia Williams. So I was like, why that?
Who proposed to her?
Push.
Pusha.
Oh, but that was a struggle line. That was a struggle bar.
something like you just forced to
Yeah,
come
you
up
forced
with.
that. Like you didn't need that in there. But another thing I didn't understand was why did Kanye get the shot there? Why was Kanye brought into it?
Because he got
Because
on
he
the
didn't
album with
stop
it.
it.
You're guilty by association.
Guilty by association.
You know that.
You know how it go.
But see, that's the thing about it. Like if you guilty by association, you just put Kanye out there. Kanye ain't had nothing to do with it.
But he jumped also into that. Like it kind of made me feel like it was something that he did previously because of the.
But he on Kanye album.
No. But what I'm saying is,
Who on Kanye album?
for as the
Drake.
Pusha thing, for as the track on Pusha with Drake, because it seemed Pusha and Cash Money had their thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Drake, Cash Money. Well, Drake, Pusha mainly had his issue with Wayne, with the Bape issue.
True.
From Bape, they came and took Bape and doing their thing, but what that was
That was
when
like 2000.
one of the Carters,
2003.
Carter 3 was it?
Nah, it was up before.
It was before the Carter 3.
Yeah, but this was like 2003, 2002 when Bapes was really. Cause I know back
Yeah.
even in 2003, that's when they really like started to get.
But Bape
Get
really
poppin'.
got exploited. He was on Double XL cover. Wayne was fully dressed Bape. When that was Pharrell, the Clips, that was their little movement that they was pushing. Like back then, ain't nobody really. They was if you do some backstory and checking out with Pharrell Williams and Bape his association, it wasn't. They was just the spokesperson for it.
Right.
It was some being introduced, coming out, and they jumped behind it. then they went to giving clothes away to rappers so they could kind of market it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing really seemed like it popped till Wayne hit the covers. Then he was everywhere at the moment.
And you know what I think? The reason why Kanye got that shot, because maybe that verse that he put on that album was written maybe by Drake.
Written by Drake.
Because
hold
up, because
that had more push into it.
But then you got to think
That was more pushing.
But you
Drake
got
had
to ask
issues.
yourself, why did he say, "I just sold another 20 for you"?
Because that's
Outside of this promotion.
Well, I gotta answer that, right?
Go ahead.
Him responding, that's gonna make more people go listen to Emperor because a lot of people don't listen to Pusha.
True.
So they're gonna wonder, well, why is he talking to Pusha? Now I'm gonna go listen to Emperor.
So all of his fans gonna go
listen. So that's what he
reference
meant by
to it.
Not only that, he also said, "I just came over there from putting ink on the paper for you."
that. No, that's for Kanye.
Kanye just did the verse on his song.
No, they did. They were supposed to do a joint album together. That's when. So remember when Kanye and Jay was beefing, Kanye kind of latched on to Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So in that process, they were supposed to do an album together. Remember, that's why Kanye started screaming, Apple Music could be on all platforms, not just Tidal, right? Even though his Life of Pablo is still only on Tidal. So with that being said, when he was screaming he needed money, he was asking Mark Zuckerberg for money, just asking random people for money, even though Jay gave him $20 million that he fucked up, right? I believe he reached out to Drake for money, because Drake, he hints at it.
Yeah,
Talking about,
something that I thought you'd never ask for.
Exactly. You should never. Kanye being at the level he is, he should never be reaching down to ask Drake for money.
Right.
And not only that, I think also with that situation, reason why he shot at Kanye was because if you notice, if you listen to any of the interviews, Pusha tell you the songs that was picked, and also track list and everything, cover art and everything, it was all done by Kanye. Kanye never stopped that infrared.
Kanye went back in the album and redid all the beats. Other people did the beats
in there
because the album was finished when Kanye was in the hospital.
He could have said
he came out and revived it with everything.
Interesting.
It changed everything up.
Pusha saw Baby in the elevator though, right?
Yeah.
Baby hit that boy with that New Orleans check.
You straight?
Straight?
You heard it? Yeah. Hit it with the you straight?
You straight?
You ask me from New Orleans how you check a nigga.
You straight.
You good, huh? You straight, huh? They hit that boy with you straight.
Yeah.
Pusha say he good. Baby asked that boy, you sure? You sure?
Yeah.
All right, long as you sure. You heard me? They don't know. That's how you check a nigga. That's how New Orleans niggas check. You straight?
So who you feel won?
It's not over. It's not over. I'm not judging right now.
Yeah, you can't.
Maybe podcast down the line we can have that conversation.
Just those two songs.
Drake.
We'll all give our opinions.
Hold
just
up.
those two songs.
Just those two songs right now that's
Those two
going on.
songs right now.
Okay. I have to say Drake. Let me tell you why. It's because when Drake came back with his response, he was real detailed. Even though, yes, he threw Kanye in there, he was real detailed with everything, with every response. It's almost like...
So was Pusha.
Hold up, listen. Check it out. It was like Pusha wrote all the questions down, right? Drake came back with all the answers right behind it. But the thing is, Pusha been pushing at Drake, been pushing at him. And even with the Quentin Miller deal, I'm tired of hearing about it, honestly. Because it's in the past at this point.
No, that's a scuff on an all white shoe that you never gonna get off, bro.
Do y'all think that's healthy for hip hop, though?
I love it.
It is.
You need
It
that.
made great
You need
music.
it.
We all
need
told
that.
it.
And see, that goes back to Joe Budden point. If Drake is capable of this, why are you over here doing bullshit?
Talking about as far as with Cash
Just,
Money?
No, when he just like sometimes like he do a lot of songs that just waits for music.
It's true.
Like no matter what Drake put out, it's gonna be a hit because
Yeah.
that's just
Because he had one
fan
now
base
with
and all that.
Lil
And he-
Baby. I don't like it.
I don't know.
Or the one with Lil Baby.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I
See,
haven't
all
heard it.
Atlanta sound the same. Look, all Atlanta dudes have the same.
They like strippers now. All strippers look alike.
They all sound the
Big
same.
breath.
Yeah,
I don't know the difference
Tattoo,
between
yeah.
Lil Baby or Money Man. You got to listen real closely. You know what I'm saying? Future, Money Man, Lil Baby, all them dudes
They all
sound,
sound like each
sound
other.
the same. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the people embracing that Atlanta sound at the moment.
Yeah. Well,
We gotta get that New Orleans sound
Who
out.
you think? Who you think?
I first I'm gonna say Drake, but I don't think Pusha really dissed. I think he just reenacted what Ross did.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said Ross was a major diss. It was just more like
Speaking the truth.
speaking truth, knowledge, and hopefully some youngsters that's stepping up trying to get in the game realize what's going on. Like
Cause Ross was really just shedding light on some of the shit that they've been doing that,
Was shady.
that was shaded.
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't lying on you. They just
No,
like,
they're
bro,
not.
You fucking over the wrong people.
And
He
I don't
supposed to
think
always-
Pusha said nothing that was
I don't think he said
that was
all
a
just out
diss.
the way.
He just was saying the same similar
And that's what
thing.
I'm saying. Even like when you not on a similarity level, they both had gave truth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Drake just kind of pushed the.
He pushed the envelope
That
with
mu-
that,
yeah,
that
he
quick
pushed it,
response.
yeah.
Like hold up,
See
man.
that? But that,
Don't play with me.
And so I
Yeah.
don't think he listened to
Exactly.
it like fully. Like I know he
Listen.
listened to it, but like his intent. Like, do you
Drake had my
think
Drake
he
felt
really
like-
diss you?
Drake feeling like, man, this nigga
Did he
play
think
with
about that? That's what I want to know. Like, did
You
he
can
really
tell about
think,
how he
like,
came on it.
This nigga
Well,
playing
he
with
like
me.
the
he
youngster.
was so
He was so. Oh, that was so
like when you started out
disrespectful.
with a sigh.
Give me my
But
ball
Drake,
back.
Drake got on there like, are you serious? You have the gall.
The nerve. Yeah.
This is my ball.
Like, who raised you?
Man, like I said, we're gonna come back and we're gonna get back into that, especially me and you, D. But
So you Drake.
Drake.
You Drake.
Drake went hard. He went hard.
Man, I don't think
I
Drake,
can listen more to
I
that
don't
Drake
think Drake can mess with Pusha with them
than that Pusha.
with that pen though.
But Pusha, dog, man. I listened to Pusha
Pusha,
acapella.
dog,
He was spitting something acapella on social media. I'm saying to myself, damn, this nigga,
Yuck.
he a dog now.
man, this nigga dope.
What about you, Mr. D?
Oh, I'm always the black sheep in the room.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Go ahead and push it, bro.
Go ahead and push it. So we
Because
3-1, but
because I think more people are more prisoners of the moment when they come to drink. First of all, he responded. So I'm like, okay, yeah, Drake said, fuck that shit. Y'all ain't about to play with me no more.
right.
And he went back at the bully. Push a bully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the dark skinned kid fucking with the light skinned kid. You know, light skinned kid fought a jab back, right? But when you break down, this is how you can really tell who won. You know how sometimes Hova send a little jab, and somebody respond in a full song.
Yeah.
He said one little jab.
That's like
Drake give you a full song.
Yeah, that's like a nigga who got beat up want to keep fighting.
You know what I'm saying?
So you saying the small Drake jab led him to giving out a whole?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because like the things he was saying, and when you really break down, there's more. Both songs have a lot of factual things in there.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, when he referenced the Quentin thing, Drake admitted to it.
Mm-hmm.
So all Pusha did was tell the truth in his version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Drake confirmed what he said,
Mm-hmm.
and people are like just glossing over that shit like he ain't said it. Like he admitted to having a ghostwriter. Point blank. Period.
Okay. But he also said, basically saying you trying to kill me over a couple of V's, meaning a couple of verses. Like that's basically all Quentin did was get a couple of verses.
Couple verses my ass, bro. Go look at them fucking credits. Go look at them credits. It's more than a couple verses.
Say, bro.
How y'all feel about the song Drake did with the New Orleans style?
I was all for it.
For what?
I was all for it.
I was torn.
You was torn.
I like it, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm kind of tired of people doing it. I know. In his way, I'm gonna bring light to the city and things of that nature because the only person that really outside of Big Frida you have is Beyonce, who's touched it, and then she got sued. But then you had Drake. I don't think they're gonna sue him because you had Black and Mild.
Yeah, Black and Mild and Fifth Wall We've been.
Well, he put the money out there too when
Right.
it came to it.
So, but even with that, don't get me wrong, it's cool.
I
like
think
the
it brings
song.
light to the.
I like the song. It's
to the
just
city.
What about
Everybody-
video?
Not
They-
every person that's
It don't seem like they
But
got
no.
a video, but it don't seem like it's
yeah,
in
and
New
that,
Orleans.
that's
what I don't like.
That was my thing. I like
If you
the
gonna
song,
do
but the
something
visual
with the
I think you should
culture,
have came in.
the visual should
Yeah,
be
you
the
shoulda came
same
in.
to reflect the culture.
Yeah, that was
You know?
that was my nigga. That's what I'm talking about.
But outside of that,
It shit great mind think alike, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody will tell you, but you look real like Styles P.
Huh?
You ever know somebody ever told you look like Styles P?
Nah. never heard that beat. Never heard that. Never heard
Matter
that.
of fact, have y'all heard his album?
Oh,
Hard.
so I've been on my boy.
Styles P album.
you say you've been on your people,
Yeah, I've been on-
John
And
Lee
I've been,
See, I'm the
I've been
type-
the same way.
I'm the
and,
type-
and let something breaking come through,
Right.
you know, like
Right.
that cool.
If I listen to something, I might listen to it for a month straight. That's how I
I'm
am.
like that too. That's why I'm
That's how
pushing
I am.
on repeat right now.
Yeah.
I play it for a month straight. I won't listen to nobody else for a month. I play that one person. That's who I'm rocking with. That's why
Right,
I
right.
rock with that one person. Every time I get in the car, they're in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna roll it out for the next month. Or it's been times I probably done had somebody in there 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was feeling at the
Your
time.
theme music at the time.
My
Right,
theme
right, right.
music to my life at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shoot. We'll put it like this. Normally we end with shout outs or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead on and start with you, Shalom. Who you want to give a shout out to, my guy?
We're gonna shout out I Grind Inc., Can I Live Movement, Static Jackson, DGK, and I'm gonna shout out just everybody. I'm gonna shout out y'all. I'm gonna shout out everybody that's doing their thing and working for what they believing in and not giving up and motivating others, man.
Right. What about you, Steve?
And first and foremost, man, thank y'all for allowing me to come, you know what I'm saying, share my story, you know what I'm saying, share my brand
Most
with
definitely.
y'all fans and the people that y'all have supporting y'all. Thank y'all. I truly appreciate it. I want to thank everybody in the city of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people. There's been thousands of y'all who have supported my brand.
Right.
So it'll be impossible for me to name each and every one of y'all because half of y'all I don't know your name personally, but I truly appreciate you. I'm working real hard. I have numerous products coming out. I have t-shirts, visors, crop tops. I'm trying to make visors cool again. At one time, New Orleans had a thing for visors. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I'm
upside down.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying.
I'm trying to reintroduce the visors, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to target the ladies more. I'm really trying to build a solid brand that can touch ladies, men, and children, you know what I'm saying? So I thank y'all for helping me see my vision, you know what I'm saying? I thank everybody who else supported me.
Right.
And those who haven't supported me as of yet, I thank y'all because I know y'all coming because I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You heard me?
You have any shout outs, D?
Oh. Well, my shout out goes to there's a little AAU team called New Orleans Pumas. You know, that's where I was at before I got here. I just watched them win another tournament. It's probably my third time seeing them win a tournament. So, you know, shouts out to them and their coaching staff.
That's the team from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember them checking them out. Them little guys balling.
Yeah,
They ain't a big team, but they
Yeah, they do.
they ball.
It's
Yeah.
probably there's only like 8 of them, all guards.
All guards,
All guard, but they be killing.
they be killing.
They gonna spread your ass
So if
out
they
and
all-
bust your ass.
If they all guards, how many balls they playing with?
It's just one, but the thing about it
They
is,
Shannon?
Shannon.
You know, guards don't.
Yeah.
Guards don't like to shut a ball.
That's the
Guards
thing.
want.
They spreading you out.
They make it work.
Drive, kick. All of them can shoot. All of them can handle
They
it.
doing it.
Yeah, they running. They running.
Yeah,
their
dog.
scoreboard
Y'all
up on
think
your
what y'all
ass.
think LeBron gonna do?
Oh yeah. See, I think LeBron
What
going
y'all
home.
think Chris Paul gonna do?
Chris Paul gonna play Game 7.
The thing
Chris
is,
Paul he gonna play. Even if he hurt, he gonna give it a try.
He has to.
They're gonna push it. They're gonna push it, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
wanna see.
okay. I think like I said, this pre-recorded, but this is gonna air Tuesday. But LeBron, I'm gonna take it tonight, and I hate to say tomorrow night.
You think LeBron them gonna take it tonight?
I think so.
So
I think it's gonna.
you got Houston and Cleveland.
Houston and
Houston.
Cleveland.
I got Boston.
I hate to say it.
I got
Boston and Houston.
I got Boston.
I got Boston and
I
Houston.
don't know.
I got Boston and Golden State, and I got Golden
Boston,
State.
Golden State?
That's where I'm more leaning to Boston and Golden State, but Boston for sure.
Now look at it like this.
I
You
got
think
Boston.
the NBA about to let Steph Curry,
That's too much money.
Klay Thompson? You think Nike?
Yeah,
That's too
Don't
much
let-
money involved.
Come on, Nike ain't about to let Adidas get nothing.
yeah. You think?
Think about it. Look how much Nike wins if you put Kevin Durant and Boston in that. Because you got to think about it. Boston whole team pretty much sponsored by Nike.
Right.
So you got Kyrie. So you're gonna see the Kyrie commercials. You're gonna see the Kevin. You think the commercials
The
ain't already
Kyrie
made?
movie and everything.
They gotta be played.
All that's coming out.
All that's coming
Say
out.
all, let me say all that play.
And then there's a story too, because there's a story. Here go Kyrie Irving. He did it without. I left and I did
With
it.
Shaq and Kobe.
You know what I'm
When
saying?
Shaq
I
and
left
Kobe
you and I
split.
did
You know,
it.
Shaq got his first.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But then Kobe came back. Let me get my two, so I can
Yeah,
have
man.
one more than you.
He came by my dog D Wade though.
Now hold on,
You
what y'all
brother.
think about the new rules implicated though
For
in the-
football?
for football?
Oh.
Now that's
bruh.
something that
Now you right, bro. We got to tap on to that.
Bro.
I think, honestly, I saw it coming, but I didn't think that they was gonna smash it like that.
But this is the thing. Like the NBA have the same rules. I ain't really about to just jump on it, cause the NBA got the exact same rule. You if you're on the court, you know you must. But the thing about it is, I haven't read it, cause I want to know if you have the option.
They
Stay in the
said
locker
now
room.
you
That's
do
what
have
they
the
do.
option.
Well, you still do have, but
You-
you have
you
the
have-
penalty. You have to pay the fee.
No. I'm saying, do you have the option to stay in the locker
You
room?
have the option.
Because they said if you're on the field,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
back in
you
the
know.
day, like I said, back in this was like 2012 when they first started the whole the campaigning for recruits and all this stuff. So that's when the government started paying the NFL, right, for those tributes to the troops, right. So, but prior to that, the only people who was on the field was your officials.
Right.
I mean, you
Right.
may have a kick out there doing punts or something, but cooking field goals. But the rest of the team, they was in the locker room.
Gotcha.
When the national anthem finished playing, that's when they came
Everybody
out.
came out.
Because national anthem played. Once it goes off, jets fly by. Next thing you know, you hear the roar of the crowd when
And
the
the,
players
and the
starting to come.
players start coming running
You
out.
see what I'm saying? So
Got you.
it was mostly used as a prelude to the actual game.
Everything is a money thing,
I
man.
don't
Yeah,
know,
most
bro.
definitely.
But what I could say is, man, if we're in positions to fight 5 people, you know what I'm saying? Let's fight for them, bro.
Definitely.
If we ain't, I don't care if if you have that platform, use that platform.
It's
If
gonna-
you don't have that platform, create that platform.
It only take one lockout.
Only one
NBA done
lockout.
had 3.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is one
If
lockout.
the NFL is shut down for a season,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna change the complete dynamic of how that organization works.
Right.
It's gonna change the face of that league because you gotta think about it. At the end of the day, that league is what 80% black.
Yeah, most definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
But I think what it
about
is
who
is-
you're offending. You're offending 80% of your employees, and that's not even counting the people that work in the staff. That's not your vice presidents, your people working
Managers,
concessions.
yeah.
That's not any of that.
Right.
Hey, work out. Hey.
But even with that, man, I guess we'll sit back, watch it. But just like you said, I also think that by being that percentage of blacks on the team, they have that power. But a lot of people are scared to flex that power.
Yeah.
Reason being is because they see what they did, Kaepernick. Kaepernick, same thing.
Well,
just
you
like
know,
I-
it's always a
But that-
sacrificial lamb. But
to be willing to die for your freedom.
they can't do everybody like that,
right.
you know.
And sometimes it's financially, but we have to be willing. You know what I'm saying? Our people went through too much for us not to continue to fight.
Most
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? People that got beat, and people that got raped, and people that traveled thousands of miles, and people that went went to war, we have to continue to fight for our people, bro. We
Yeah.
have to continue to fight, no matter what. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? And our fight don't have to be a fight in violence. Our fight could be, you know what I'm saying, fighting our own mentalities, helping our own, you know what I'm saying, just doing something to put us in a better position.
Right.
You know what I
Doing
mean? Because
things
if we
like-
don't, we're going to stay, even though we're not the minority, we're going to stay being treated as if we're the minority.
Most definitely. Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? And that's what we have to overcome. You know what I'm saying? We have to. And it starts financially. You know what I'm saying? It starts financially. It starts spending money with your community. Start putting money in your community. Take care of your community. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, they not. And you're wondering why the houses are looking the way that they looking. Your property value, every time somebody sell a rock or the police is called in that neighborhood, you killing your mama. You tearing their investment up. Every time the police come in that neighborhood, you think you got it popping because it's hot around here. Y'all shooting guns, y'all cutting up. Nigga, you know what your mama property value doing every time you bust that gun?
Right.
It's decreasing. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know that. They don't know that the crime in the neighborhood.
And they monitor every
increase the
time they
property
come to
value.
that
Oh,
neighborhood.
Been slaving all her life to pay for this $50,000 or this $80,000 house for the last 10 years. Y'all been cutting up, so the property value didn't increase to 60 and 55,000. Come on, it's all about education. We have to educate the people and continue to uplift the people. What I know is not for me, it's for others. What you know is not for you, it's for others. Don't keep what you know locked in your mind.
If you keep
Say
it
that
locked
shit.
in, you ain't nothing but
Yeah.
dead weight, man.
Yeah, say that shit. If you
know?
keep what you know locked in, you worse than the people that's against us. Because
You
you
heard
know. You heard me?
You
Man.
already know.
That's real, man. But before we get out of here, I want y'all to let everybody know, starting with where they can find y'all, man.
All right, you can find me and support Can I Live at Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, can_I_live 05, or you could hit up Mr. I Grind Inc. You know, purchase shirts through either or Facebook, Shalom Clay, Can I Live page. Whew.
You say you all over like dog shit for real, man.
Oh man. New music coming, new music out.
You hear me?
You know, YouTube, we bouncing around, you know.
And what's your YouTube handle?
Shalom Clay, Sack Amel, Big Sack, you know,
Okay.
same thing.
Leave that alone.
Just overall. Just, hey, you know what I do since the very beginning when these accounts and social media been cranked up, I let people see the genuine me from the very beginning. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see that Lil Chucky first interview was with me. You know what I'm saying? You can see different
Where
things
is Lil Chucky?
in Cali.
I know, I just heard him on something.
In Cali
I
right
thought
now.
it was Wayne, though.
He been sounding like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had to ask to do it.
That was the mini me, you know, the Young Money mini me, you know. But
Well, he got to be what, 24 now?
Chucky and Lil Chucky.
About that.
Chucky, Uncle
Yeah.
Chucky now.
But Steve, where they can find you at, Steve?
You can find me on Instagram at Manikinblaqk, Manikin
Okay.
BLAQK. You can find me on Twitter as Manikinblaqk, on Facebook as Manikinblaqk. Also, you can log on to the website www.manikinblaqk.com. Or, you know, I'm real personal, so you can text me at 5042-027781.
You
Text
did?
me your order. Let me know what you're interested in. I'll send you some pictures. We can converse. I send it to you. I'll meet you somewhere in the city. I mail it out to you. You know what I'm saying? I do what I have to do to make sure that you get the product. Every Saturday, I'm at the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? It's a reggae club, very cultured. So come out there. You'll see me posted up out there. My aim is to open a physical store soon. I'm not worried about the overhead. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in a product. The product is strong enough to take care of the overhead.
Most
A lot of people don't feel like their brand is strong enough to have their own store, but I don't even want my products on the same shelf as something that's not representing what my brand represents.
Okay.
So when I do come with my store, it's gonna be of other brands that represents the same thing that I represent.
Like-minded.
Right, like-minded
Yeah.
brands. You're not gonna catch no Nike in my store. You're not gonna catch no. You're not gonna get no Prada in my store.
Louis bag.
Louis bag. You might can get some Can I Live, some UDA, some Life. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna catch the people that's up and coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not jumping on the bandwagons to make a sale. No, I'm not
Gotcha.
doing that. I want to help build people, you know what I'm saying? Build what they got going on because so many people have supported me. You know what I'm saying? I truly appreciate it, but reach out to me. Manikinblaqk. I'm always posting something on Instagram. I live in my phone, so text me. You know what I'm saying? I do text and drive. I got bad habits.
That's
So
real.
text me anytime, and I don't go to sleep. So no matter what time you text, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a response. I don't go to sleep till 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, and be up before the sunrise or when the sunrise.
That is a business,
I'm like-
man, people. But
Did you have a shout out?
um,
Cause if not, I just want to get my shit off real quick.
go ahead, get your shit off.
All right.
Get your shit
So,
off.
this is the get your shit off segment. Well, hey, we got to get some shit off that's either disturbed us, something we want to bring light to, or anything like that, right? So, in this segment of the show, you just kind of speak your mind, right? So, it might get your shit off today. So, I'm on Instagram, and you know how you have the stories, right?
Okay.
So, I see the story. I think it's funny. Bam. Emoji, crying laugh, right? But I
Okay. Sent. Okay.
All right. I don't need a reply.
Right,
This is not me sliding in your DM.
right.
Right.
You post some funny shit. I comment.
And I commented.
We're done.
It's over.
Right? Don't come back a week later, right? Because you done messed up with your dude and be like, oh, don't reach out to me, this, that, and third.
Oh.
Sis, I don't even know you.
Oh.
I don't even know. I followed you because you followed me.
Not only that, I was to your story.
It wasn't to you. It was to the story.
To your story.
But when the story disappear,
All you see is just
all
the
you
message.
see is the comment.
Yeah.
Now, why the niggas so insecure like that?
Why they so
Why
insecure?
men so insecure?
Fam.
Dog, if your old lady or your friend have a social media account, the social media is to be social. Allow that person to be social.
Right.
Don't scan and be worried about what she posting, what she not posting, because this is a social media site. She's on there to be social, so she gonna be social with men. She gonna be social with women.
True.
You can't control that. So why y'all tripping? Why y'all tripping? I can see if it was somebody, a stalker that's being disrespectful to you.
She probably
you know
had
what
too
I'm saying?
many likes on the
Too many likes and too many inboxes.
That's why I post that in person. You know what I'm saying? I don't post that in
Sound
person.
like too many inboxes.
These days of social media, they I guess a like or solidify your relationship with somebody.
Yeah, if you like somebody's stuff, you
Oh,
really
you
like.
got too many hearts on.
That's the thing. See, that's why I be on that bitch. I'm letting the motherfuckers fly.
You let them fly.
I might do like 20 in a row. Don't
Yeah.
even matter what
Dudes,
it
guys,
is. Don't even matter what it is. There's 20 in a row.
Right.
There ain't no pattern to it.
women,
20 in a row.
everything.
And
It's
see, a lot of
dogs.
people, they look at like my Instagram. I follow more people than people follow me, but it's a business page. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
But
I
I'm
want everybody. I'm a reach out to everybody. Once you see Manikinblaqk, I'm liable to come on there like 5 of your pictures. You know? I
At
want
least
to
you know
look
you seen
into
this
what I
Manikinblaqq
got.
before.
Yeah, and I'm about to flip that too. Not on the podcast, but on my personal page. Only reason, like people have it fucked up to it, like just because you have like a whole bunch of followers, you may have like 10,000 followers, right? But you're only following like 200 people. Your timeline actually trash.
Right.
I use social media for laughs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, no, I want to see a bunch of different shit.
Right.
So that's why I need to divert. My shit is diverse like a motherfucker. Cause the other day, I seen a motherfucking chick sticking a chicken and her, in the ass. I was like, this Twitter.
Wait a minute.
Twitter is going too far.
Yeah.
Like
y'all,
Twitter
y'all
needs to be
must have
censored.
see that video of the little midget in New York getting them some head going in the
Dog.
center.
Oh yeah.
Bro, every time I seen some funny shit, niggas stole a car, right? It was a car full of midgets. All right, so it was like a fucking Pathfinder. So it was a car full of midgets, right? All you see is fucking car seats. These motherfuckers are in the car seats because they're midgets, right? They're in the car seats. All you see is car seats and big boots. Like they walking with the fucking car seat strapped to their back. Then you got another one. I guess that was the driver. So like. They just out the car. You see this motherfucker, the car just pulls off. Motherfucker done got they shit. They like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think we supposed to call them midgets these days.
Hey,
What they is?
but I don't know what to call them.
Little
Little people. If you 4'11", if you shorter than 4'11", you considered a midget. Straight up. You considered a midget.
Right.
I mean, hey, we gotta. If we gonna follow the laws about jaywalking,
Who'll mess with a midget?
Wait.
Would you date a midget?
I wouldn't.
Would you date a midget?
I think I'll try.
I'm
Hold up.
I'm worried about what the kids will look like. Like I'm saying, like prime example, like right now, I couldn't date a midget right now. My son is 4'4". He's 7. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be looking at this lady like she crazy. He gonna be looking like she a friend. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be any respect in the house. So I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Man.
He could be trying to.
I knock her ass off.
He could be trying to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know
I'm not
about
gonna fucking
dating and out there in public.
came in
They gonna see kind of strange.
You only got one position.
Yeah, I can pick up wheelbarrow.
They pick up wheelbarrow.
I don't need nobody looking at me like I'm walking with a little child.
Right.
You know that like.
Oh, hey, with glass, you look. That's
Yeah, that's.
We just say that pedophile. Like.
White man.
Y'all is crazy,
Yeah,
man.
see, I can't be getting looked at like that, man.
You can't hold hands when you look at your kids.
You did.
Hands all small and shit. Like,
But I thank y'all.
Y'all
Give her
crazy,
2
man.
fingers.
But I truly appreciate this, man. I thank y'all. I wish y'all the best.
Oh, most
You know
definitely,
what I'm
most
saying? Y'all
definitely.
keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? Y'all genuine dudes, both of y'all have some good energy.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of dude, I move off vibes, you know what I'm
you
saying?
heard me.
I'm all about energy, I'm all about vibes. If you got good energy, you got good vibes, we gonna be good, because that's what I put out in the energy. And both of you guys both have good energy and good vibes.
Most
And
definitely, most
truthfully,
definitely.
I deeply appreciate this opportunity.
Oh,
Not
no
even just
doubt.
this opportunity, but just meeting y'all and becoming better acquainted with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Since the first day we met, we sat down and talked outside of this podcast
Right.
for over an hour. You know what I'm saying? That just showed me at that moment, y'all some good dudes.
Right.
Because the average person, they'll be feeling like they got so much going on, or they feel like, you know what I'm saying, I can't talk to this other person. You know what I'm saying? We're humans. We should be able to socialize with any and everyone. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
And not be afraid to
funny that you said
let
that.
what you have on your mind.
last night, I'm running around doing what I gotta do, and I hop out the whip, and the dude, like he's whispering, and that shit sound crazy. But he's whispering, right? Cause he.
You said motherfucker whisper to you, you hear me? Thought he was listening to Yang Yang song.
Hey, look, I'm just jumping in that bitch like, yeah. But you hear me? But the thing is, like, homie was fucked up. Like, bad, like, doing bad. I'm talking about, like, you can see his toe through his shoe, like, fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just bad,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm running in the shop. Come out, my homeboy, he owned, like, a sandwich shop up there. So I'm running there to fuck with him right quick.
Okay.
Because he had needed some Patron, because he had some wild shit he was trying to do. So I slid him the Patron. So as I'm getting out the whip, the dude, like I said, he's whispering to me, like, but I guess I don't know something on his voice or whatever. He was like, excuse me, like, can I have some change, like, get something to eat, right? And me, I'm one of them people, like, even like we did this challenge, we couldn't say the N-word,
Right.
right? So we did a challenge. So all the money that we had to put into the N-word job, you know, I collected it, brought it. We just drove. I stopped like in the middle of the street, flashes on, seen somebody under the bridge. Look, man, here, y'all can have that, right?
Right.
This dude, I'm standing in front of the sandwich shop. I'm like, how I'm gonna deny this man food when I know I come in here and eat for free anyway? So I walked in there. I'm like, hey, John, fix him whatever you want. I'll pay for it. Right? Dude get what he want. So Shawty was at the desk. She took the order and everything. She said how much it was. I ain't like her vibe because she was looking at the dude like he was dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me coming from like I've been homeless before. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been on drugs, but I can identify with you don't know, not knowing where my next fucking meal coming from, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I gave her $20 and I give him the change. You know what I'm saying? So he went in and got food and the dude was about to cry. Like you can see like you know how somebody about to cry. You see they kind of get choked up and everything.
Yeah.
They head can't stay straight because he just looking up because he don't want to cry or whatever. But you saw when he got out, he walked in front of the store. I could see him doing this, right? So I pulled Shorty to the side and was like, man, I know his appearance, looks off-putting to you, but like, don't be so high-minded because one day that can be you.
Right, that could be you.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I don't normally get your shit off. I just be talking crazy over there, but like. Just realize, man, people out here hurting, people out here struggling.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So don't be so up to where where you start looking down on people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because your grave's still gonna be 6 feet deep.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Your coffin's still gonna be made out of wood.
Most
That
definitely.
motherfucker's still gonna disappear.
Green mates, you still gonna burn the same way.
He's still gonna burn. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's something that you mentioned, something about that, because the other day I hopped out at the store. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in there, I'm going to get my nutty ball. I'm addicted to nutty balls.
Bro, I'll be fucking them bitches up, boy. Look.
I gotta eat a nutty
Look,
ball.
with the fucking big shot?
Yeah, yes.
Fuck it.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
It was a moment just now.
I'm saying you gotta get the fucking big shot, bro.
Yeah, if you're not drinking the pineapple big shot, you not bad.
You're
Don't
right.
have no other big shot, but I walk in the store and I walk out. So, dude look like he been under the Claiborne Bridge for 7 years. He like, say, Steve, what's up? So when I look at him, I can't recognize him. His teeth gone, you know what I'm saying? His beard shaggy, he dirty, big old dirty. I'm like, man, what's happening? He like, man, you don't know who I am, huh? I'm like, no. He like, man, I'm such and such. I'm like, you serious? So when he come up to me, you know what I'm saying? I got my work clothes on and everything, you know what I'm saying? Dapped him, hugged him, you know what I'm saying? I know he probably ain't take a bath in 3 days, whatever, however long, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's dirty, but I'm not feeling like I can't dap, I can't hug this man because this dude was once my partner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't recognize him now. The streets then beat him down.
Right.
After I dap him, I hug him, we talking, he let me know his situation. And while we talking, you heard me I don't know when he asked me for no money or nothing. I'm like, man, you ate something today? You know, he like, no, I ain't eat nothing. You know, yeah, man, take this money, get you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I say that because, you know what I'm saying, we got to look out for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We never know what someone has been through. Nobody know what I've been through if I don't tell nobody what I've been through.
Right.
Exactly.
Nobody don't know how I was homeless. I did drugs. I jacked. I did 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know that because that's what my mama did, my daddy did, my brother did, my best friend got killed. Nobody know this.
Right.
Any one of those situations could have caused me to lose my mind and be in a mental state that I can't shake back from. So don't be quick to be judgmental. Like he said, you never know what the next person went through. The only thing that you could do, instead of judging them, is trying to help them.
Try to
You know
help.
what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely,
Trying
most
to help them. And it could be with words of encouragement. It could be $1. If you got $5, give them 50 cents. Give them $1 or something. You know what I'm saying? Now, if these people you know out here just doing it because they on drugs, you know what I'm saying? They trying to go get them a fix. Yeah, you could fall back and say, I ain't got it because you know their intentions with it. But if you know these people really starving or hurting or just need your help them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, see, I'm gonna think like if you run up on me at the light, we're not doing nothing. We're not doing that. You liable to get shot. Cause
Right.
like, yeah, somebody came too close the other night, and I'm on my phone when I wasn't supposed to be. So you know, you yell at the light. I'm pulling in your move.
You want to know?
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's one of my
You know what I'm
moves.
saying?
I drive my
But
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So right, I'm at the light. So I'm at the light, and next thing you know, all I see is a tap on the window. Don't tap on the window.
Yeah, don't tell. Look, stand from a distance and wave is
real.
fucking, yeah.
Get my attention to the front of the car.
Man, I didn't. Like, Nah, well, you bugging. Like, move, boy. Like, I don't want to shoot you, but I
Right.
will.
But
Right.
see, listen, another thing, and we're speaking about it. I don't think you was here. The mental health.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that we have a lot of people that's homeless down here. You know
Because
what
of
I'm
that
saying?
too.
Then a lot of them is mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it should be something that people need to target. The mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Because people going through shit.
Well, that's
Life crazy
that
right
political part there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Life crazy
getting
right
the
now,
right
so-
people in office. Well, I don't know how actually it go once they take away something. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think nobody never implicate the same thing that they done took away. Like they done took the mental health away. You know what I'm saying? For Louisiana. So could they bring it back?
What you
I
mean took
don't-
it away?
Huh?
What you mean took it away?
I mean, when Jennings got in office, that was like
Yeah, he cut a lot.
that's cut.
He cut a
You
lot.
know,
Of,
like
I don't know
for
if he cut
what-
it.
Like
Mental
you got
health, like
state
for
fund-
hospitals.
State funding.
State funding
State-
to mental health.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I might say,
yeah.
I said,
Well,
my
you know when,
Yeah, but a second, we got a friend.
I might say my cousin do that.
well, when
Yeah.
you're talking about our people,
Yeah.
you know, ain't nobody got no private insurance and stuff like. Mainly talking about the majority, you know, of our people. Ain't nobody got that insurance like that. That'll go pay the private hospitals and, you know, go see a private counselor and things like that. But the state funding, that covers most of New Orleans, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you say most of New Orleans, most of the people that's like the people that's under the bridge, you know.
It's mental health. We got a lot of issues. Life serious.
That comes from not
Life
talking to
serious,
people
bro.
though.
Life serious out here.
What you say, sisters and brothers?
No, it's just I feel like it comes from not talking to people. Like just like this, even though we on the podcast, but this is a form of therapy though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, you don't have to go talk. You don't have to go spend money and talk to an actual therapist. You could just go talk to somebody that you know level head that's gonna tell you the truth.
Keep
Like,
it real with you.
That's a form of therapy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
All right, man. Say, bro, I really appreciate y'all guys, bro. I really, really do. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, just never no podcast to come. You know what I'm saying? Since my boy came late. You know what I'm saying? Even though we covered a lot, You know what I'm saying?
You missed a lot.
Yeah. You
Look, I want to say this too. I'm gonna give y'all my word.
Mm-hmm.
When I become a millionaire,
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming back.
Say
When
no
y'all
more.
become millionaires, what y'all
Oh,
doing?
most definitely.
Bring me back.
Reach out.
What you said?
Think about it.
Please,
I'll bring
please
you
go
back.
ahead and do that.
pull you up.
Pull me up.
Yeah, most definitely,
I'm
most
just saying,
definitely.
No matter
Reach
which
out
way
to
our
me.
lives go after this, bro.
Yeah.
I'd love to come back if y'all have me
Yeah,
back,
just
and I
come
wish
kick it.
y'all
Oh, that's
the
most
best, you know
definitely.
what
Even
I'm
if it's
saying?
just to come kick it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I might be a guest one day. You know what I'm
You see,
saying?
this time I wanted them to hear y'all story. You know what I'm saying? Next time y'all come back, we can kick it. You did.
Touch on a few topics, y'all give y'all insight. Just come vibe out.
You did.
Definitely about to get on this drink though. So
We gonna get up out of here, man.
Mannequin, make sure y'all cop y'all some mannequin.
You did. But like I said, we gonna get up out of here, man. I'm South Beach Merc.
Can I live? Shalom Clay.
Stephen Roy, Manikinblaqk, black man I can. Know the truth, become the truth.
and like always, it's D Crosby. And may peace be upon you, beloveds.
One time.
Oh, this gonna go nice.